Yeah. Yo, what up, what up, what up? What's good? What's good, people? What's happening? Welcome. It's another episode, man. AGS Live, episode 192. What's good, folks? Pull up, man. We here, man. We here. Come on, man. Gather up. What's good, though? What up with y'all? Y'all know we here, man. No days off. Nothing about. No days off, man. Shout out to the OG, triple OG, Optimus Code. We here, man. No days off, man. We here, man. Shout out to the chat. What up? I see y'all. Shout out to the mods and the members of the channel. I appreciate that. Good looking. Tehran, what up? What up? Gorilla Madness, what up? What up? What's up? What's up? I see y'all, man. King Hazy in the building. AZ, I see y'all. What's up? Stella Rhyme in the building. What up? What up? We here. Let's go, man. Another Sunday, another AGS. And we're going to make it do what it do. What's up with y'all, man? What's going on this week, man? What's going on? What's new, man? What's new out here in this motherfucker? McLovin' your minds. What up? What up? Tell RGT to call in. Who the hell is RGT? I don't know who that is, sir. Shout out to Stella Rhyme for becoming a member of the channel, man. I appreciate that, man. Good looking, man. Good looking out. Appreciate the support. You dig? RGT85. RGT85. I'm not familiar with who that is. I'm not familiar. But what's up with y'all, man? What's going on? What y'all playing this week? What's on the game and agenda right now? What y'all playing? I'm playing, you already know, I'm playing Stellar Blade. I'm playing Stellar Blade. So far, I just made it to, I just got to the Great Desert. That comes after doing pretty much everything that I could do in the wasteland. I did everything in the wasteland, mostly all of the. I think I did all the side missions, but I don't think I did all of the bulletin board shit. I did a lot of that bulletin board shit though. I did at least 10 or more, favors or whatever they want to call them. But I think I did all the side missions in the wasteland. Did the Matrix shit. Now I'm at the Matrix 11. Now I'm at the Great Desert. You know what I'm saying? So so far, you know what I mean? Just to give my quick thoughts on it before, maybe people come in here and talk about it. I mean, we're going to talk about it because it's a lot of shit to talk about. But so far, it's a cool game. I think it's a solid game so far. I think it's solid. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that it's a game of the year or a game of the year contender or anything amazing. I think it's a solid game. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got solid games. I know a lot of the times we get caught up in, it's either one end of the spectrum or the other. It's like trash or the greatest I ever played or whatever like that. And we always forget that sometimes a game could just be solid. Like, yo, it's a solid game. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a game could just be solid, man. Everything ain't trash or the greatest. We got to think about the games that's in between. And I think that this game falls in between. You know what I'm saying? I think it's cool. It's nothing amazing. But it's good for a playthrough. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say like I'm bored or anything like that. Like, it's a solid game. Solid game. That's just my quick thoughts on Stellar Blade. Solid game, man. You know what I'm saying? Is it worth like $70 or some shit like that? I don't know about that. You know what I mean? I didn't pay $70, but is it worth $70? I don't know, man. At the end of the day, $70 is what something being worth it or not is up to you. That ain't really something that somebody else can tell you. You know what I mean? Can't nobody else tell you what's worth the money and what's not worth the money. You know what I mean? It's what you deem is worth. If it's worth $70, then to me, is it worth $70? I mean, I would pay it. But that's just me. I just want to play something new, or if it's a game that I'm interested in, I would have paid the $70. Now, how would I feel after I start playing the game? In the early stages, I would have felt like, damn, I wasted $70. But the game picks up fairly quickly. You know what I mean? Things start getting interesting and shit. You unlock more moves, fight different enemy types, and all that type of shit, boss fights. But yeah, is it worth 70? That's up to you. That's something that you would have to figure out. I can't really say. You know what I'm saying? If it's worth the 70, but it's cool though. It ain't no game of the year. I mean, depending on how this year go, you know what I mean? It could be one of them things where it's like default. Like it'll be a game of the year contender just because it ain't enough to choose from. Like, you know what I mean? You have some years where the year is so garbage that some shit just make game of the year just by default. So, you know what I mean? Depending on how this year go. But so far, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. What we got here? Shout out to Big Static. He said, "What up, 8? How do you become a channel member?" It should be a button or something under the video. I think it's like a $sign, I believe. I'm not really sure. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like a $sign or something like that. Shout out to Sir Dre the Great. What up, player? What's good? What's good? Shout out to Stella Ron for the super chat. Was playing Stellar Blade till that censorship crap pissed me off. Sony got me on that one. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are very upset about that, man. We definitely gonna talk about that. People trying to get refunds, people canceling a PlayStation Plus membership and all of that. And people are taking a stance against the bullshit. So it is what it is, man. Shout out to John the Black. He said, hopefully Stellar Blade gets a sequel as it has great potential, considering this is shift up first console game. Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely they should be able to take it to the next level with now that they got all that experience under their belt. A sequel would definitely be probably be way better. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jetlight 504 for the super chat. He says, so far, 7 out of 10 for me. After coming off of Rebirth, it's kind of just meh for me. Devil May Cry, DMC, and Nier are better. 7 out of 10? Okay, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. 7 out of 10. I ain't mad at that. That's about right. I would say so far. I mean, like I said, I just got to the Great Desert. I don't know how much time I got left in the game or how many other locations I got, but I just got to the Great Desert. 7 out of 10 sound about right at this point, which is, on IGN scale, that's good. Solid game, man. Solid game, man. Nothing. It ain't like it's in between. It's one of them games that's worth a playthrough. Ain't nothing really to play if you ain't got nothing to play right now. It's worth a playthrough with some eye candy and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie though. Some of those costumes or somehow outfits, I should say, they kind of do, for me, they kind of do break the immersion of the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna hold you. Like some of them outfits kind of do break the immersion of the game because it's like, I get it. I understand why it's there, why they done it and all that shit. But I will say that, as you are sitting there playing the game, you're like, yo, this, when you look at what's going on in the game, it's just like, yo, there's no way that somebody would be wearing this into battle. Like they just would not be wearing anything like this into fucking battle and shit. Like it really does not make any sense. It kind of look out of place. It actually, like when you got on that bunny outfit, that actually make it seem like I got a mod. Like I modded this into the game. Like this is not part of the game. I went on Nexus Mods, I got this mod, and I put it on the game. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like it's actually part of this game. Because it doesn't, for instance, I got the bunny outfit on, and I get to a part where I had to slide down like this fucking I think it was in Matrix 11. If you made it to Matrix 11, I had to slide all the way down this elevator shaft, basically. You know what I'm saying? But it was like an elevator platform, so it went like in an angle. So I had to slide down this joint, like a long slide with that bunny outfit on. You know, her legs are completely exposed, all of that shit. And of course, once you get to the bottom, it's nothing. Like, I ain't just rubbed the goddamn skin off the side of the leg. None of that. It's like no dirt, no bruises, no cuts, scratches, none of that. For me, that shit is immersion breaking. Like, that takes me out of the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? And after that happened, I changed the outfit. I was like, nah, I can't. It's cool for, okay, got the outfit, but it fucked me up. It fucked me up a little bit because it's like, yo, I'm just sliding down this whole, elevator shaft, and I can't even, and nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of takes you out of the game and shit. Some of them outfits. So I try to put on an outfit that's more so, that more so fit with the world. That you at least be like, hey, I can see somebody wearing this. You know what I'm saying? M. Bendai 1080i, shout out for the super chat. He said, 8, would you pound stellar Asian cakes in real life? Pause. Is it a real person in real life? I mean, who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't? Shout out to Jetlight 504. I was thinking the same thing, 8. I mean, who wouldn't unless you you happen to be part of the LGBT, the Rainbow Brigade, but yeah, man. It's crazy. But yeah, it kind of like threw me off a little bit, kind of take me out the game where it was like, let me put on an outfit that at least looked like, something that could be done and shit. It's funny because I'm playing a game, Miss Hard8 come in, she like, what's this game about? I'm like, oh, it's about saving the world or whatever. You know what I mean? So she was like, oh, so how's she trying to save the world running around in high heels? She doing all this in high heels. I was doing a little platforming and shit. I'm like, yeah, it's just the design and shit. It's just the design. It really, obviously, it doesn't bother her. You know what I'm saying? To be running around with high heels, very high stilettos and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It kind of does take you out the game a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what my problem is with gaming right now, man? You know the problem I got with gaming right now? Does she get wet? No, she does not get wet when you fall into a body of water. When you fall into a large body, no jack move. Of water, she does not get wet. Crazy. She does not get wet at all. The shit is insane. But, whatever. And this is my problem with gaming nowadays, man. My problem with gaming nowadays is that I don't know what's going on. I feel like this PS5 and shit, Xbox, I feel like they threw a SSD into it. They threw a SSD in that motherfucker and called it a day. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much all they fucking did. They call it a SSD, and they threw in an SSD and just called it a fucking day. These games are not growing for me technically. In a technologically way, they are not growing. Like gaming is stagnant, it seems. And that should not be the case when developers got more power than they have ever had, ever. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's not advancing when it comes to the technical side of things. They talking about consoles ain't growing. Console gaming has not grown. Yeah, that's probably because the technical side of things haven't grown either, which is why we still, PS5 doesn't feel like a next generation console at all, in my opinion. It feels like another revision of PS4. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just sick of these games just lacking detail, dog. Like, I don't know, man. It's like, I really play games. I'm paying attention. I'm really playing games. As I'm watching scenes and shit unfold, I want to see that portrayed on a character. I can't be falling through steel, metal, falling down fucking, elevator shafts and shit and just looking clean as a whistle. Like, that's a problem I got, like, with Stellar Blade, and it's not even just Stellar Blade, it's a lot of games. It's a lot of games where what's happening in the game doesn't transfer to the fucking character. The same way you look when you started the game is the same way you look when you end the game. And of course, you got games where it just don't look like where they look like you've been through an adventure. Games just don't look like I've been through an adventure. I've been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? It still looked like I ain't did nothing. I just got up and put on my freshly washed, clothes, freshly washed body, pause. And yeah, and that's it. It's crazy. I'm tired of this shit. Like, people need to have more rock star pride, I should say. Developers they got all this power, but they doing less and less. Especially when you had games that had, where developers had less to work with and they were doing more. It's like, this shit is getting annoying. That's like my problem with gaming right now, dog. Like, if these games was just taking it to the next level because of all of the extra power they got. It's like they not taking it to the next level. We have not reached the next level. We're stagnant. Stellar Blade, you fall into some water, you get out. Doesn't look like I was in water. Why is the water even there? Just change the design. You know what I'm saying? Change up the design. What is the water there for? And in this game, when it comes to Stellar Blade, you do a lot of swimming and shit, right? What is the water there for? It doesn't even look like I actually interact with it. Doesn't look like I actually was in it or anything. It's crazy. And some people, they are perfectly fine with that. They perfectly fine with game and development and the technical, logical things that feel like it's going backwards. It's like it's going backwards. This shit is crazy. I was just thinking about, I was looking at a Red Dead Redemption video and shit. The first one. I was looking at a video and I'm like, damn, his gun got a strap. Like, he got a strap, he got a harness to put his gun into. And that's 2008. You know what I'm saying? That's 2008. Now you got games being made nowadays, and they still got magnetic, they still got magnetic weapons that stick to their back. And it's like, how are we still doing this? When in 2008 they put a fucking harness on a guy and for a place to put his weapon. How are we still doing weapons sticking to the fucking back and shit, dog? Like, I noticed that with I had noticed it with what's the name of that shit? Was it Final Fantasy? I think it was Final Fantasy and shit. Big ass sword just sticking to his back. It's like, come on, man. Come on. Shout out to John and Hero. When you were locked up, was there a shot caller? Where the hell this question come from? Was there a shot caller? I mean, you got people that do what they do. If you're gonna follow the shots, that's on you. But you always got somebody that that want to be the leader. You know what I mean? It's just all about who they're gonna lead. You know what I mean? Or if you wanted them people to be led. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. Shout out to Stella Round for the super chat. Gaming is deader than disco. Has been for years. Damn. Deader than disco? Shit. But yeah, I just feel like gaming is not moving. It's not moving. It's not moving forward as far as the technological side of things. Like it feel like we're going backwards. You know what I'm saying? Things that developers was doing years ago with less power is now just being left out on the table. Just like fuck it. No, we don't even care. You know what I'm saying? A couple of years ago when Quantum Break had came out, it didn't even have a reload animation. It had an animation that showed that you was actually it had an animation that showed that you're supposed to be reloading, but you never seen a clip fall out or nothing. Like, huh? How did somebody overlook that? What the fuck is going on? It's just, man, it's frustrating. This is why I love Rockstar so much, because all of those, all that attention to detail that some people look at as being minute, all that shit adds up to just an excellent experience. All that shit adds up to an excellent experience, and it makes you feel immersive. That's why when you play games like GTA, well, when I play games like GTA 5, I feel like I really live in Los Santos. I feel like I know my way around, all that shit. You know what I mean? Go visit Sandy Shores. Yeah, I know all that. It felt like I'm really there. It felt like I'm really there when I'm playing that game. Like I'm there. All of the sound, the ambient sounds, everything that's going on, all that attention to detail, it just makes you really feel like you are really there. You know what I'm saying? And then you play other games and it's like you don't interact. Like the lack of interaction with the world, it's like the world is just backdrop. It's just there just to be there. It's just backdrop. It's like you don't interact with none of this shit. You go through things in cutscenes where your your player is being thrown through windows, walls, falling down holes, all that shit, falling in the mud, all types of shit be going on. And then the player gets up and they perfectly clean, not a speck of dirt, even in Stellar Blade, right? You kill a monster, the shit explode in your face. You see goo and blood and all that. Does any of it get on the player? No. You got those monsters that be blocking your way that spit out the fucking things, them face huggers and shit that animate dead bodies. You standing right in front of it, the shit explode, goo go everywhere but on you. You standing right in front of it. You even get damaged from the fucking goo, right? You get damaged because the goo fucking spilled on you. Pause. And nothing. Does the outfit got the shit on her? No. You know what I'm saying? You getting fucked up all which ways and cutscenes and shit. Is there anything that show that I just been through some shit? No. And it's like that. I'm sick of it. That's why you love games like Rockstar and Naughty Dog. People that look at that type of shit and they want to immerse you in their fucking game. You know what I mean? They want you to be immersed in the game and they trying to do their best to immerse you into the game because it's a fucking game. It's supposed to be you escaping the real world, going into the world of the video game, and you can't because shit is so unrealistic, like just basic shit that should be happening just not happening. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I just got thrown through a fucking glass window. Like, can you show that? Is my clothes ripped? Can I see a rip, a scratch, a bruise, or something? We just punched each other in the face for 5 minutes. We just punched each other in the face for 5 minutes. I don't see no swelling, no black eye, no bruises, busted lip, nose, none of that. None of that. It's only a few games. A few. You can probably count on one hand how many games actually show shit like that. It's like, dog, how the fuck we just beat each other half to death and we still look the same way we did before we started? Nah, man, they need to, like, we already talking about PlayStation 6, right? That shit is already being talked about, and PlayStation 5 Pro and dev kits has been sent out and all this and all that. And it's like, what are they going to do with that extra power? Oh, you get a resolution bump and a frame rate bump? That's it. That's it. Oh, we improved the textures. All right, what about the rest of the fucking game? Is the AI better? Nah, probably not, right? Is there more attention to detail when it comes to characters and what they going through in the game? You know what I mean? Is it more interaction with the world? Is it more destruction and shit like that? Nah, probably not. PlayStation 5 Pro gonna give you a resolution boost and a frame rate boost. Oh, remember before it could do up to 60 frames. Now it is 60 frames. You know what I'm saying? Oh, remember before it could checkerboard to 1440p. Now it is 1440p. And that's all you getting. That's all you getting. You ain't getting nothing else. And then we talking about PS6 and all this. To do what? To get the same fucking shit we've been getting? Ain't nothing gonna be improved. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no destruction, no better AI, more attention to detail, none of that shit. It's just the same old, you know what I'm saying, with a better resolution and frame rate. Oh, they may put a faster SSD in it. Like we need more, man. That's why gaming feels so stagnant right now. That's why gaming feels so dead. That's why I feel so dead right now, because it's like, yo, they ain't doing shit. All this extra power, they ain't doing nothing with it. We're not feeling like we moved. This is the first time in gaming history that moving to a new generation, this has got to be the lowest fucking, what word am I looking for? This is definitely the smallest jump between generations that we have seen. By far, easy. This is the smallest jump we have ever seen in gaming history. Smallest jump. I don't even think anybody could try to. I would see somebody try to debate this. This is the smallest jump we have seen in gaming history, going from one generation to the next. And you wonder why a lot of people are not feeling this shit. You wonder why this shit ain't growing. You wonder why PlayStation 5 is like 5 million or 4 million behind PS4 at the same time. Because a lot of people are looking at this shit and it's not compelling them to jump to the next platform. And a lot of times the people that haven't jumped yet, it ain't the hardcore gamer. Of course, the hardcore gamer, the hardcore going to do it. But a lot of these casuals, you're not giving them no reason to jump to the PS5. There's nothing out there right now like, oh my God, I need to go get a PS5 right now. There's nothing. That's why PS5 is behind right now. And they're available. You can go buy one whenever you feel like it. You know what I'm saying? They're available. It's just that it ain't nothing going on. It ain't nothing like, you're not seeing anything like, you like, holy shit, that's the PS5? Damn, I ain't never seen nothing look like that before. Like, you don't get none of that right now. That's why motherfucking gaming, console gaming ain't growing. That's why shit ain't growing. Shit ain't moving nowhere, because it's the same old, dog. They want to keep offering more and more, want you to spend more and more money, and they're giving you less. They want to keep offering you new pieces of hardware, and they want to keep, and they want to raise the prices, and they're giving you less shit. Shit is fucking crazy. Shout out to King Hazy for the super chat. He said, we still asking for stuff that was in PS2 games. When I was younger, I imagined fully destructible environments in future games, but I guess not. Yeah, I mean, you had all, but this is the thing, though. When you was younger, you had reason to believe that as the years go on, shit is just going to get crazier and crazier, because that's what you've seen. That's what you got accustomed to when there was a new generation. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like they're not even trying, dog. Like, for real. It's like motherfuckers is doing the bare minimum to get a game out there and make some money. Crazy, man. Shout out to Super Saiyan Bone for the super chat. God damn, I love this podcast. Appreciate that, player. Good looking. It's like they just doing the bare minimum to get a game out, and hopefully the game is a hit and they can make some money and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You would think nowadays we would have more destruction, more destructible environments. You know what I'm saying? You would think that the AI would be better. You think a whole lot of shit. You would think a whole lot of shit would be going on, but unfortunately, that's not the case. We done had the smallest jump in fucking video game history. That's why this generation ain't exciting. Some people don't understand why you like, yeah, this generation is stagnant. People like, what? We eating. We got this game, this game, that. All them games is mid. You know what I'm saying? All these games is fucking mid. Shout out to Sheva Blaster. He said, my gaming pet peeves, even as a kid, was dead bodies going through walls and disappearing corpses. I wanted to admire the carnage, but couldn't. LOL. Yeah, you know, that's something I noticed when I was playing Fallout and shit that had stuck out to me. That when I was playing Fallout, I think 3 and 4, but I think it was 4. I was playing Fallout 4, and I, you know, even Red Dead 2 also, like you kill somebody and the body stays there and shit. You know what I mean? Even in Red Dead 2, the body starts decaying. You know what I mean? Vultures come over and shit, or you throw it in a pigsty, the pigs will eat the body and all that. But yeah, that's always a great thing, right? That the bodies stay in the world and shit as you kill them and shit. That's always great. You know what I mean? A lot of them things, like all of your pet peeves should not be a thing right now in today's time. You think it's time for me to it's time for me to stop gaming? No, it's not time for me to stop gaming. It's time for fucking developers to get better at what they're doing. I shouldn't have to stop gaming because these motherfuckers are incompetent in what they're doing. I shouldn't have to stop gaming because the company's first order of business is how much money they can milk out your motherfucking ass. I shouldn't have to stop gaming for that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I came through all of the generations and I seen how things are supposed to go. I seen how things went when developers were passionate about what they were doing, when they didn't put making money first and developing games second. You know what I'm saying? I come from that era. So now to tell me that I should stop doing something that I love because these motherfuckers are incompetent, that's the wrong mind frame. You should be saying, yeah, man, these devs need to do better. That's what you should be saying. You should be saying devs need to do better, not I should stop gaming. The fuck? Why I gotta stop doing something I love because these motherfuckers can't step up. When they are making more money, they do have better technology. They got all the tools, all the money to do so much more, and they not. So I should stop gaming because these motherfuckers don't want to get their shit together. It's my fault, right? Like, the shit is crazy. And this is the type of mind frame that allows these developers to keep doing the shit that they doing. And y'all wonder why they keep doing the shit that they doing. Because y'all motherfuckers, not all of y'all, you know, the shoe fit weird, y'all make excuses for these motherfuckers. Y'all make excuses for these developers and shit like that, and then y'all wonder why things go the way they go. Because when they see y'all are accepting of this dumb shit, they're gonna keep doing it. So I don't. That's why you got to say something. Shout out to McLovin Your Moms. He said I haven't been excited for a game in a while. I don't even know. I think the last game I was excited for was Spider-Man 2. Like, that's the last game where it was like, you know, some real excitement. That's the last game I was excited for. Everything else I've been playing lately has just been really just playing just because, you know, it's gaming. You know what I'm saying? You want to play something new and shit like that. But every game I've been playing, there's been no excitement since Spider-Man 2. And I don't even know the next game where there's going to be actual excitement. I'm talking about the actual excitement where it's like, yo, I can't fucking, like, it's on my mind all day. I can't sleep. Like, you excited as shit the day before. Like, I don't even know when that next game is. I mean, of course, it'll be GTA 6, but we don't know when that's coming out. But what game other than that? You know what I'm saying? But GTA 6 is definitely going to be that game where it's like, oh, my God, you just counting down. Like, every motherfucking day, you just counting shit down. Like, man, listen. I can't fucking wait. But yeah, instead of telling me I need to quit gaming, y'all need to fucking start saying something. It ain't my fault. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm playing. I'm playing the games. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing the games. Y'all motherfuckers, some of y'all let the developers get away with bullshit. We all the way up to the PlayStation 5 and they lacking. But they want more money. That's another thing. They want more money and all that type of shit. But it's crazy. And it's the same thing that come with this Stellar Blade controversy with the whole, censorship. Everybody just want to write it off as like, oh, these niggas are perverts and pedophiles and all this crazy shit. And it's like, dog, what the fuck? No. There shouldn't be no censorship in something that's, rated mature. Like, dog, like there shouldn't be none. In no way, shape, form, or fashion is that shit justifiable, dog, at all. It's not justifiable at all. You know what I'm saying? It's not justifiable. Now, I don't play indie games. I don't want indie games that look like, I don't want to play games that look like they was made on a fucking $3 budget, dog. Like, I'm good. I don't want an indie game that look like somebody made it on a lunch break. I don't want to play that shit. I want to play AAA big bangers. I want to play shit that look like I'm in the year 2024. I don't want to play shit that look like I'm back as a kid again. I'm back on Nintendo or Sega Genesis or some shit like that. I don't want to play that indie dog shit. If it's some indie game that come out and it look like something, then yeah, motherfucker on it. But I don't want to play no fucking broke down indie game that look like games when I was a kid. The fuck, I'm past that, dog. Like, what the fuck? No, I'm good. I don't want to play no rinky-dink ass indie game. Fucking shoestring budget. No, I'm past that. Shout out to SubNegro24. There was a major leap between Super Mario 3 versus Super Mario World. Oh, absolutely. There was a major leap between everything back then. Every generation was a major leap. That's what got you so excited about a new generation. You know what I mean? Every generation was about a major leap. But yeah, I don't want to play no rinky-dink ass fucking indie game, dog. I'm good. I'm good. I want to play some real shit with some real money. No, AAA don't mean, well, I mean, that goes without saying, dog. I mean, that's common sense. Y'all, some of y'all do got common sense, right? We know just because the game is AAA doesn't mean it's going to be a banger. Y'all do know that, like, what the fuck? Like, sometimes... I forget this, the internet. You always got to be particular at all times. Like, you always got to like hit the fucking nail right on the fucking head, or people will not understand. Some people will not understand. Of course, just because it's AAA doesn't mean it's going to be a banger. Duh. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, some shit goes without saying. You know that, right? Some shit goes without saying. I'm thinking I'm talking to a bunch of grown-ups that will understand what I'm saying. I ain't got to spell out every fucking thing I say. Of course, all AAA games doesn't mean it's a banger. What the fuck? God damn. But at least that's where we're going to start. That's where I want to start. I want the foundation to be AAA. Is that better? I want the foundation to be AAA and a big budget. That's what I want the foundation to be. What they build on top of that, it's what they build on top of that. But that's what I want. I want the foundation to be AAA, big budget. That's what I want. If that helps out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want my foundation to be before we even start talking. Shout out to Spear for the super chat. He said, woke shit is driving crazy, bro. We man. What the hell are you trying to say, Spear? Woke shit is driving crazy, bro. We man, period. I guess he meant to say we men, period. Got you, bro. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. But yeah, I want my foundation to be AAA big budget. That's what I want the foundation to be. And you can build off of that. It's just like gaming is just stagnant, man. They censoring shit. We grown. Like you look at the Stellar shit. I mean, the director or the developer came out, the developer came out and said that, that bunny suit, their original design, that wasn't the way it's designed now is what they wanted to go through originally. It's the design that they wanted originally and shit. So, it is what it is, man. It's this shit. This game and shit is fucking trash. Shout out to Sub Negro for being a member for 23 months. Appreciate that, player. No game this generation justifies the $70 price point. Damn. No game? Not a single game? Not one game? Not one game. This generation is shit, dog. Like, I said this on play. I got some guys in the back room right now, and I'm gonna let y'all in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Let me just get my shit off. Y'all know y'all like to talk over niggas and shit. That shit funny to me. Listen, man, I said this shit on Twitter. Let's just stop the bullshit, all right? Let's just stop it. Let's stop the bullshit. Let's stop making excuses. Let's stop justifying this bullshit. This generation is fucking trash, all right? It's fucking trash. Let's stop this shit, yo. Let's stop playing. PS5 is fucking trash, dog. Let's just cut all the bullshit. Let's stop trying to dress this shit up. This ain't it. This generation ain't it. Hopefully the next generation, they can do better and we can get better and we can actually see a new generation. We can actually feel like we are in a new generation. We can actually feel like it's a leap. But come on, man. This shit is trash, man. This generation is fucking trash. It ain't nothing that you look at and you're like, oh my God, it's fucking trash. Every generation before this shit gave you that, oh my God. This generation ain't giving you shit, man. Ratchet and Clank look cool, mostly because of the art style. It's a fucking anime. You know what I mean? It's animated. It looks good. You know what I'm saying? But again, mostly because of the art style. Everything else, mid, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, what game this generation, that's PS5 only, Xbox Series X, only, next generation only. I ask yourself, what game is clearing Red Dead 2? What game is clearing The Last of Us Part 2? What game is clearing Forbidden West? These are all games that are on PS4 that were developed to PS4. What games that are next generation only that's clearing those fucking games? That is out right now, that you can play right now. We about to be 4 years in, dog. We about to be 4 years fucking in. What game is clearing them fucking games, dog? None of them joints. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? You trolling. You trolling. You definitely trolling. Ain't no way. You're trolling. You're definitely trolling. If you think Final Fantasy Rebirth is clearing Red Dead 2 and the technical side of things, you are fucking crazy. You trolling. If you think that game is clearing Last of Us Part 2, you trolling. It ain't no fucking way, dog. Ain't nothing clearing these games, yo. They can't even clear PS4 games. That's why this generation is trash. It really is. It ain't nothing to be excited about. I don't blame people that don't got a PS5. I don't blame them and shit. There was a time where it was like, damn, you still on last generation? Ouch. You still on last generation? Ouch. Nowadays, you still on last generation? Hey, I understand wholeheartedly. If I wasn't addicted to this shit, I wouldn't be on this generation either. If I was more smarter with money, I wouldn't be on this generation either. Because it really ain't nothing worth it here. I'm just being real. It ain't nothing come on, man. Come on, man. This generation is not clearing no other generation. None. It's not clearing no other generation. We got games that are next gen only, PS5 only, Series X only, not clearing games that's on PS4. Crazy. Last of Us 2, still like one of the top looking games. Red Dead 2, still one of the top. Forbidden West, like all them PS4 games are still clearing PS5. We need to stop it, man. We need to just be real with ourselves. Listen, if you enjoy PS5, you enjoy this generation, it's okay. Do you? But sometimes you gotta keep it real with yourself. Sometimes you gotta be like, yeah, I get it, man. This generation ain't it, but I'm still having a great time. You know what I'm saying? I would like more. I would have liked more out of the generation, but I'm still having a good time with what I have. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But I'm telling you, you ain't gonna feel better until you keep it 100 with yourself, man. You gotta keep it 100 with yourself. This generation is fucking trash. You being let down game after game. Game after game. You got Final Fantasy Rebirth, right? Isn't that PS5 only? Final Fantasy Rebirth, isn't that PS5 only? Does that clear remake? Does that clear the remake? Does it really clear the remake? Do that look like a generation apart? Ask yourself that. That's what I'm saying. Ask yourself that. Does that look like a generation apart? Now look at games that started on PS2 and then you got a sequel on PS3. Look how drastically different them games is. Look at games that started on PS3 and you got the sequel on PS4. Look how drastically different those games are. See what I'm saying? Now look at Final Fantasy Remake that started on PS4 and then look at the Rebirth that's PS5. What you got? Do it like a drastic difference? Shit all blurry. Like, oh my God. I'm gonna need y'all to stop this, man. Some of y'all, man. Shout out to Viral Sigma. He says Second Son looks better than 95% of games on PS5. Damn, I didn't even think about Second Son. Second Son looks beautiful too. Especially, if you haven't played Second Son since you got an HDR TV, go back and play Second Son. Especially if you got like an OLED, go back and play Second Son. That game looks amazing in HDR, dog. Very great representation of HDR. Very, very great representation of HDR. For sure. 100%. 100%. Demon Souls is clearing all that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The only reason why Demon Souls looks so amazing is because what it's compared to. Absolutely not. That shit is not. Demon Souls is not clearing Last of Us Part 2. Nah. Absolutely not. Yeah, Killzone Shadowfall looks amazing too. That looks really good. That looks really good. Demon Souls look good because when you compare it to the PS3, that's why I look so good, because the PS3 looks so nasty. But Demon Souls, y'all be really overhyping that shit. That shit is not all like that, dog. That shit is not clearing no fucking Last of Us Part 2. Fucking crazy.
Yo, how's that mic?
That shit ain't even clearing the Order 1886. You sound all right. Sound a little wonky, but you're all right.
Okay.
Shout out to Prince Joker. He said 8 is Judgment worth a pickup on a Steam sale. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you like you like a mystery, you like a good mystery, and you definitely if you like the Yakuza games and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love Judgment. Pick them both up. Get both of them. I just got both of them on PC. I got Judgment and Lost Judgment. Get both of them. I'm gonna play them again. I beat both of them already, but I'm gonna play them again somewhere down the road once gaming, once the new releases, because it's some games I never played before that I'm trying to play right now. So, but I'm gonna get to it though. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. What's up, Teron? What's good?
Yo, what's going on?
We got Jack in here. What up? What up?
Chilling at the moment.
Yeah, Judgment and Lost Judgment are both on sale on Steam if anybody is interested. It's probably on sale across all the platforms, probably. Oh yeah, I beat both Judgment games. When was that? Last year or the year before last? Yeah, I beat both of them, Jones. I like them. I like that shit. That shit really had you on the edge of your seat. Like it'd be a lot be going on in them Jones, man. I like that shit. I like that detective shit. I fucks with that. What's up though? Are y'all people that's in here right now?
Yeah, it was good.
Are y'all really happy with this generation? Like y'all really are happy? Like it's like where does this generation rank since you've been gaming?
I had to think about that one. Shit. I have been playing a lot of last gen games on my PS5. No bullshit. Like,
yeah.
I'm happy, Gabe.
Yeah, I guess in the aspect of it feeling like a next gen experience, not really, because a lot of my library is just, remastered games and all that stuff. And the PS5 exclusive games, yeah, I mean, I can't say too many of them really looking next gen. Like, we had that Matrix demo, but we ain't seen nothing compared to it since.
Yeah.
So
that made you think of like what was to come, but that hasn't come yet.
Yeah. So
I mean, because really, when you look at that Marvel 1943, it's like that's like the first truly next gen looking game.
I hope it looked like that. I'm part of me thinking that might just be some just strictly CGI.
Yeah, that's actually it's going to be an interactive game. I don't think it's going to have real gameplay.
Huh?
With that Marvel reveal.
That shit gonna be on some Walking Dead shit, some
Telltale.
Some Detroit become human shit.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know. Them graphics look way too good. I don't know. Them graphics look way too good.
That's some bullshit.
I don't know. The way them graphics look way too good to be.
Oh, that shit gonna be on some some Until Dawn type of shit.
Yep.
I guess we'll have to see next year. I mean, this year.
We'll find out when they show us actual, real gameplay, but just don't pull your eggs in the basket because it looks nice.
Yeah, I was thinking that like it looked nice, but we got to see.
I hope gameplay. Not, man. I hope not. I don't know. I don't think Amy Hennig making games like that, dog.
Well, she hasn't made any games in like 10 years because every project she was on got canceled.
She ain't lose her skills by this. I don't know, man. I mean, listen, I like Until Dawn and I like all those games. I like Detroit Become Human and all that. But no, that ain't what I want though. Like, hopefully that's not the case.
I mean, but ain't she just the writer though? I don't recall her being a gameplay director.
She wrote the story for like a lot of games, like even Uncharted. She invented that piece, like how the story's told. Drake, all of them. She invented it.
Yeah, I was about to say I recall her being a writer, so I don't think it's really up to her about what the gameplay is.
No, that Marvel, nah. I mean, nah, man. I can't. I hope that ain't the case.
We'll see.
That John look too good.
That's the thing. It looked too good. I don't know if that could be playable in 60 frames.
Keep your expectations under control, man. You can't be like, oh, this is it. It's gonna be high intense action, and it's really just you picking options.
Hell, we're gonna see, man.
Even 30 frames, I don't know.
Oh, I think that if that news was out there, that shit would have been everywhere. And this is the first time I'm hearing about that.
Look up the studios making it. That's all they made was interactive games. That
don't mean that this one got to be interactive. I mean, the people that made Shift Up only made mobile games.
That's true, right? But their mobile games have been like they weren't like Bejeweled. They were like Genshin Impact type of game.
Yeah, but I'm saying they still mobile games though. Like just because you always did one thing don't mean that you can never change to something else.
Well, that's a platform change. The type of genre you made on mobile was still an action-based games.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter. Just because you did one thing don't mean you can't never change. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It don't mean that you can't never change.
Okay. Well, we'll find out. Hopefully you get some gameplay next year for it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, what comes up this year? Summer Game Fest?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, hopefully we
pretty
see something. Yeah, hopefully we see something.
Yeah, that should be in June. Is a 4070 Ti a good investment? Yeah, for sure. Anything that outperforms consoles is a good investment. As long as you're building a PC that outperforms consoles, you're good.
Yeah, you don't even need the 4000 series. You can get a 3000 series and outperform them.
That 4070, you said you got a 3050?
No, I said
no, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the comments. Yeah, that 4070 Ti is going to be a huge upgrade over that 3050. That's for sure. Anything that outperforms consoles is a good investment when it comes to PC gaming. Shout out to Super Savage Spirit. He said, "You're probably screwed, player. I'll pray for you." Nah, I mean, listen, until I see more about that Marvel. But anyway, the bottom line I was saying is like that's the first game that like shows a generational leap. You know what I'm saying? Even if it is on that, Until Dawn type of shit, it looked way better than that. Detroit Become Human and all them David Cage games, like as far as graphics go, it looked like it's a generational leap. It looked like what we should have been getting all this time, but we're not. We're just getting a bunch of dog shit. Fucking rematch. Even the remasters and the remakes, or the remasters anyway, ain't really all that impressive so far. So we'll see, man. This generation trash, though. That's all I got. It's really trash.
Oh, hey, I strongly disagree, man.
Yeah, like I know why you think it's trash, but like,
Strong.
you're looking at it in one sense, like looking at. I know graphics and attention to detail is important, but like if the gameplay is good, the gameplay is good. Like, if the game is fun, the game is fun.
The gameplay was good on last generation. Like that's all fine and dandy. I need something. I need to show that I'm at next generation. I don't need. You know what I'm saying? Like gameplay is gameplay. If it's good, it's good. Like, that's true, but that ain't what. If that's the case, then just why are we going to new generations?
Like I think people like the SSD. When they implement,
I had that over a decade ago, so that's not impressive to me.
He's a PC gamer, man.
Oh yeah,
I got my first SSD in 2011. That's what you're impressed by? Some fucking loading times?
I'm not. I don't think we hit the leap yet. Cause I'm playing some of these games. Yes, like the games are fun, but I feel like we are kind of stuck. Like I feel like we hit a peak.
We did not hit a peak.
I don't think we hit a peak, but I feel like I don't know. Like we're stuck on the PS4 with the whole PS4 thing.
Yeah, they don't want to let go of the last gen.
I don't know if they're still trying to adapt to the hardware. Like I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Like I just see what I see. I play what I play. But I feel like maybe next year. I feel like when GTA 6 drops next year, there'll be games like hitting that. Like we're here because I've seen like that game Judas. I think that's gonna be a next gen experience. I feel like that game's gonna be next gen experience. That's the game I'm looking forward to most coming out like next year. That Death Stranding 2.
Oh yeah.
GTA 6. Like there are games coming. You know what I mean? There are games coming. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be patient, I guess. You know what I mean? This year's kind of dead.
Be patient, nigga. We about to be 4 years in.
This is one of the best years.
How long you want me to be patient?
Yeah, this is one of the best years, man. What the hell?
No, it's not.
We can't do one thing. What can we do? Like we can just sit and wait. Like
I know we can't do nothing, but we damn sure can't give them excuses either. That's what we shouldn't be doing.
Like the whole water thing, that shit is like, that's unacceptable. Like, come on, man. Like, is it hard to make a wet character model, and then replace it when you're in the water and you're coming out and you dry off? Like, that's unacceptable. But I feel like all the Asian developers, they don't really care about touching the detail. You know what I mean? They don't really focus on that kind of shit.
Only Capcom does. Capcom
does.
Yeah, Capcom's very talented out of all of them.
Yeah, but like shift up, like I don't know.
This is their first, AAA game. Yeah, their first one.
I mean, what that mean?
Like how you think
they made sure them titties move. Like, what that mean?
Well, of course,
that's their audience. That's what they love in Korea.
It's like it ain't like they just skipped out on a bunch of attention to detail. It's just like the basic shit just go unnoticed.
Yeah.
And you in water a lot. That's what blows my mind.
That is true. You are in a lot of water. The only level that makes your character
Hot water.
sorry, I don't want to spoil, but it's start the game. That's
Hey.
the only part. I don't want to spoil.
But yeah, that's that shit.
That's the only. Beyond that, it's just you are.
Is this is the worst generation ever so far, right?
No,
ever?
it's not.
That you experienced.
Right now, yeah. I think so too. My favorite.
That you experienced. Okay, what generation was worse than this generation?
PS3.
Nah, PS3.
What?
PS3 is my favorite.
Yeah, PS3 was pretty bad.
Because like if you didn't own the 360, the PS3.
Hold on, when we talk about the generation, we are including the 360.
Oh, you including all of them together? I'm just talking about my platform.
I mean, the generation. We talking about the generation as a whole.
Well, I mean, PS3 360 era had a lot of just shoot 'em, bang 'em up type of games.
They had a lot of bangers.
They had a lot of good games. Like
a lot of good games.
Was dominating.
A lot of genres got shifted just to get that shooter crowd, though.
Yeah.
So you really can make an argument that was probably the worst one. Like that was a lot of bro. A lot of
military shooters.
By far the greatest. My favorite era of gaming. That's
first of all, online was popping. We had a blast online.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Xbox Live was fucking popping, and then the way that PS3 like finished off, like you're crazy. That generation was. It started out rough for PlayStation. And then they turned it around. But overall, you think that's the worst generation? That's worse than this?
I mean,
we got right
everybody
now?
everybody
over 8, and you jumping in conclusion. This is we're on the 4th year, and I'm comparing it to PS3 within its 3rd or 4th year. It was still bad. I mean, they didn't turn it around until Uncharted 2 dropped. That was 2009.
That's the 3rd year. That's the 3rd year. Hold on, that's the 3rd year.
Yeah,
but you can't exclude the 360, which was firing all cylinders.
I know. I'm going by platform because this generation is only PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch. They're the only two dominating. Microsoft ain't doing anything besides being a third-party publisher.
As a generation, the generation as a whole, you know what I'm saying? We're not trying to move the goalposts to make as a whole. You telling me that this generation is better than fucking the 360 generation? And PS3? Absolutely not.
No fucking way, dude.
No fucking way.
That era of gaming will never be replicated. Something about that era, it just felt game-centric. Like, it was about fucking making great games. It was competitive. It was innovative.
It was like the last big jump.
It was better than 2009. From then, every game got better. Every game got better. Maybe on the PlayStation side. I was playing more PlayStation than Xbox. But yeah, every game got better.
And not to forget, that was a huge generational leap.
Yeah.
You never had 360?
No, I never owned that.
I didn't play it as much. Like, I had live and stuff, but I didn't play it as much.
Hold on, whoa. You didn't have a 360?
No, I had a 360.
No.
I'm talking about this other Jack.
No, I never owned it.
Whoa. You shouldn't even be a part of this conversation. You talking about
hold up, bro, because I didn't miss out on those games.
Nah, you did. What the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah,
the 360
you did.
had
I
crazy.
Know the 360 was
that was
dominating,
a
but it
pivotal
didn't have the
system,
games that I love.
That jump was pivotal.
You missed out on a lot. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
I played Halo 3.
Yeah.
I played Gears.
No, we talking about when the shit was hot, nigga. Not when you finally got a motherfucking pawn shop 360 in 2017. No, we talking about when the shit was hot.
crazy.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, we talking about
with the blades.
I was
you know about the
when that
blades?
360 came out, man.
No, you missed a lot because they had a lot of exclusives. A lot of
No, they
bangers
had.
too.
I've seen everything they had, but I was still a PlayStation fan. Literally, PS2, PS1, that was all me. And I was not switching sides just because a system was $600.
What?
No, I don't console hop.
I mean, his profile name is Jack, so he
He's
clearly
fanboying back then.
his profile name.
You know you can have more than one console at once, right?
I have brothers. They have access to that system, but for me, I just strongly stayed on that platform. If Sony failed 2 generations, I would have left. They only failed 1.
They ain't let him in. They ain't let him in.
He wanted to try.
Failed. They just stumbled. They stumbled, but they never failed. You know what I mean? Like,
that stumble was hard. They lost half their market. They literally had 160 million PS2 sold, and the PS3 only sold 85 million. They lost half their market to Xbox just because they wanted to be $600 for.
I would say that. Well, we gotta like realistically speaking, the PS2 did sell a lot because of the DVD player.
Oh, the PS2, yeah.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was a huge deal. I don't
was
think people
affordable.
realize how big of a deal that was at the time.
Yeah, it was the cheapest DVD
It
player.
was the cheapest
$300.
DVD player that you can get when DVD players were still very expensive.
Yep.
It was
They were
close
like
to
600 to
$700 for a DVD player at the time, and the cheapest DVD player you can get was in a PlayStation 2. So a lot of people bought a PS2 just to use it as a DVD player.
Yeah, my fucking aunt had a PS2 because she wanted to watch movies on that bitch.
Yeah, that was a huge deal.
Yeah, I never knew
watching Scarface on that.
Hey, shout out to Too Nice with it. He said this gen has been mid, and I don't get the hype behind PS5 Pro or a reason for it. Got rid of the PS5, so it's PC and Steam Deck until GTA 6. Yeah, I don't get the hype for the PS5 Pro either.
Yeah, that shit is stupid. Like,
it's really nothing to be hyped for. It's nothing to like. First of all, this generation ain't have really no leap at all, so it loses just by default of not even having a fucking leap. Dog. This is the worst generation so far. About to be 4 years in, this is the worst generation so far. It's not even close to me.
Oh my lord!
Because every other generation, for one, gave you what a generation is supposed to give you, which was a leap. That's first things first. And then the rest of it could just fall in place. You know what I'm saying? Like any sequel that might be good, the original probably was better, and that was on another generation. So it ain't really no argument. I mean, I would like to hear it. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker ain't even have a 360, so I don't even know why he talking.
Oh my lord!
You really can't even.
Look, I'm not gonna have you exclude me when my gamer score is way higher than yours, bro.
What gamer score? I mean, I ain't been on
PlayStation.
First of all,
I'm not gonna have you exclude me.
On what? Hold on. On what?
I said my score is way higher, especially on PlayStation. I'm not gonna have you exclude me.
Oh, I don't. That's because I haven't consoles haven't been my main platform in over a decade. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's fine, but don't act like he on 360 don't count.
You ain't have a 360. Yeah, you don't count. Fuck you talking about?
I played those games.
No, you ain't playing when they came out.
Oh, so I had to play as soon as they drop. Oh my gosh.
I mean, shit hit differently.
It was
you had to be there.
It's one of them situations like when you had to be there. Like you had to play them games on launch, dog. Like to really get the full impact.
Yeah, you wasn't a part of that era.
A motherfucker can play Mario Brothers down and not get what like why it was. You know what I'm saying? What it was when it came out. You're not going to get the same feeling.
Yeah, everything's different when during that time period. You understand the craze better. Like
I can't tell a motherfucker what the PlayStation 2 is and that. I wasn't there. I don't fucking know.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I can't
console.
tell a motherfucker like what was hitting, what hit right and all that because I wasn't there. I played some of them games. I had a PS2 when I came home, right? So, but I can't tell a motherfucker how it was when certain games first dropped and all that shit. Like, no, you're not gonna get that. If you didn't play Halo 3 at launch, you ain't gonna get how crazy it was.
But I did.
You know what I'm saying?
It was like no one couch co-op. Go my friends. Oh my god, Halo 3, let's go.
Anyway, shout out to Tehran's left hand, Paul.
Oh god.
He said, "Got my lotion out here, looking to open ball deli."
Oh,
what the hell?
Pause.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, wanted to get your opinion on something. What's up, y'all? I've been following you since like 2011, so I've been here, had all the game systems, but like your take on gaming, right, and how it isn't evolving. Like, would you say that's because like you only focus on graphics, so you can't really, you get what I'm saying? Like,
that ain't all I focus on.
No, I get what you're saying. Like, I follow your show. I be listening and all that. I'm just saying, for the most part, like you played that Mario game. I forgot that Nintendo
Mario
game
Wonder.
recently. Yeah, you like that, right? But before that, you was like, nah, Nintendo pussy.
Nintendo's still trash. Ain't nothing changed.
No, I get that, but I'm saying, like, do you feel like you say it online, like you get on your podcast, you're like, yeah, like gaming whack, but can you enjoy a game that's, let's say, AA, right? Like, could you?
Can I enjoy a AA game? With some good AA games that came out lately.
So I'm just using this as an example. That Mario Wonder game compared to
that's not AA.
No, I know.
That's actually AAA.
Compared to Uncharted, how that looks, would you say you're like, yeah, I could fuck with that Mario game? That shit was good.
First of all, Mario is a classic.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Mario is established classic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mario has always been a fun game. It ain't never the only Mario I didn't like was like I ain't really play Sunshine. I didn't like Galaxy.
I like.
I don't like none of the 3D Marios except 64. Really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as a classic side-scrolling 2D joint, yeah, Mario always. I told him Mario World is one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got no problem with that. It's just that was back then. We talking about 2024. Like
So-
I'm the one that like to move forward, like the generations used to do.
Right. Now I agree with you. When the PS3 hit from that PS2 era, I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Like I got
that jump.
I got mine in 2007. I played Uncharted 1, and I'm like, "Damn, I ain't never," you know what I mean? But from a business standpoint, right? Like you run your podcast, you get your donations and all that, right? Like, would it make sense if your viewers say, "You know what? This nigga lost his way. The nigga don't have like a Joe Rogan setup. This nigga podcast trash." Like, would that make sense? Because it's really your viewers that are tripping compared to the content. You know what I mean?
I don't know what the hell you talking about.
No. So
you lost me. What?
No, so okay, graphics, right? Joe Rogan compared to Hard 8 podcast, right? Joe Rogan is Sony, and let's say Hard 8 is an up and coming indie developer, but he made good shit. Yo, viewers would say, "Nah, Hard 8 shit trash because it don't look like Joe Rogan's setup." If that makes sense, y'all following me or?
Yeah,
you explained it better that time.
I mean, if they do, and
yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. When you say gaming right now is trash, I get what you're saying because most of the PS5 shit, I feel like Sony focused on 60 frames versus like, you know what I'm saying? Like content, like, ooh, all right, we gonna give them this. But I do feel like Fallout 4, right? Perfect example. I didn't fuck with Fallout, but I played Skyrim 2011. I was like, I like this shit, but it's kind of weird looking. The more I played it, I said, oh, okay, I'm tripping because I was focused on Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Like, okay, interactive. But Skyrim was a good, like, meaty game, you know, no homo. But what's the shit? Damn, I lost my point. But y'all get what I'm saying. Like,
I know what
you
you're
could
saying.
yeah, like you could play a game that's like this shit kind of look like last gen, but it got some shit going. Now I
Yeah.
get what Hard 8 is saying. He got his setup in 2011 at PC. I ain't gonna front. If I've been playing PC since 2011, I'm kind of burnt out. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been high on that pure shit. I'm like, oh man, what the fuck? This shit don't look like, you know? So in a way, I kind of feel like you may have burnt yourself out versus the content, if that makes sense.
nah,
You
not really.
remember Battlefield 8?
Because listen, when I've been on PC for a long time, but you still
Right.
can recognize when shit is pushing the envelope. Like I wasn't on Uncharted 4, like, damn, I ain't impressed. Like, no, you highly impressed. The Order 1886, you know what I mean? NBA 2K14, when that came out.
Yeah.
Infamous Second Son, Killzone Shadowfall. Like, just because you on PC don't mean that you can't be impressed with some console shit. You can be impressed when the developers are looking to impress.
True.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2, that's when I knew, like, okay, I can we can reach some high with this shit. Like, but it takes it takes a long fucking time to make some shit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. So,
bro,
so I was going.
They still listen, they're taking long, and that's what it's going to be. They taking long now, and still giving you some mid.
All right. So this my last point. I'm gonna let y'all get back to it. Would you be all right if gaming took instead of 5 years? Would you be all right as a gamer on PC and console if, let's say, the next Naughty Dog game took 9 years? Like, would you be comfortable to be like, all right, I'll wait that long, or would you be like, nah, that ain't it?
Nah.
Nah, it's just
I ain't with
graphics,
that.
bro.
I ain't with that.
Because look, that
Man.
I saw the Stellar Blade clip, and when you jumped in the water, I was like, I get what he's saying, but for the most part, if I'm chefing it up in the kitchen, I'm cooking the food. So I'm focused on taste, but if you focus on the plate, it's kind of like
The presentation.
No, but if you focus on cooking up, then if it's missing ingredients, then it ain't gonna taste right.
But like I said, like Stellar Blade jumping in the water, even on the
missing
Starfield
ingredients.
like, but the Starfield clip, right? I looked at that and I said, this Bethesda thing, like that's a shit. But you jump in the water on a Mario game, you ain't finna see the nigga hair drenched and hanging down, but you still can fuck with the game and be like,
he has
this
a
shit
wet
good.
animation though.
I think when you jump into, I think Mario does have a wet animation.
He has a wet animation. Like you'll see water droplets coming off his body.
You even see water droplets. You even see water droplets coming off his body.
Yeah, I know.
True.
Like
elephant trunk.
That is.
But I feel what you're saying though, just in terms of like 2024 from 2007, the way that went, where it's PS3, like, oh, this shit going up. But I do feel like it's a business deal, which is fucked up for the gamers because they got to make their money. Like, if I got game developers and I'm like, look, put this game out between 2014 and 2020, the game developer might say, well, look, we having an issue with the hair follicles. How long would that take? All right, 2022. It's kind of like, ooh, what do we do? Is it a bad game because the nigga's shirt ain't drenched? Nah.
I'm quite sure something as simple as a wet texture. It don't take long.
It doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long. It takes work, but it doesn't take long. Like, because I know do that on our team that we're making like wet models and stuff like that. That takes time. Like,
dog, things are supposed to look better going forward. We're not supposed to be going backwards, dog.
I feel what you're saying. Yeah,
they want more, and they want more money.
Yeah,
you're right about that. I give you this. I give you that $10 increase. It's questionable because it's like, well, what do we get in return? The question is, do we get good storytelling where you immerse, or do you get lackluster storytelling with like good looking textures?
But we got storytelling when the shit was cheaper. We got all of those things when the shit was cheaper.
Yeah, like $60. Like games back in the day were like 50, 60. You got everything with multiplayer. What's the multiplayer on the side too?
You didn't have performance modes.
Listen, how is people okay with being charged more but getting less?
Now I will say this: I'm not okay with it, but I understand.
But you accept it. You accept it. Like, yeah, fuck it.
They tricking y'all.
Bend me over and take it. Take it. Take my ass, and you know what I mean? I'm gonna be happy.
Hey, yo.
No Diddy.
No, wait.
I'm on the wrong podcast?
Wait, hold on.
No Diddy.
No, wait. I ain't accepting it where I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get these niggas $70. But I know the business standpoint, it's like, look, what we gonna do? We gonna wait an extra 2 years and miss the point? You get what I'm saying? Like,
no, the business is to take as much money from you as they can and give you less. That's their business.
Yeah, the business.
But broken now, fixed later.
Fuck their business. I don't give a fuck about their business. Give me something that I can love when I spend my money on it.
But look, right now, this is a business right here. So one of your viewers come in and say, Hard 8.
Hold on, what's a business?
so a business is like, you clock in, you give a service.
This ain't no motherfucking business. I'm in here talking about some video games.
But wait, hold on. Follow where I'm going. I come in here and I give you a super chat and I say, hey, tell me what you ate for dinner last night. As a business, are you gonna say, yeah, I'll take that money and tell you what I had? Or are you gonna be like, hold on, who the fuck? Like, you get what I'm saying? Ain't you gonna have some kind of like hesitance?
I don't know, dog. It's all over the place. This shit you're coming up with is just all over the place, dog.
Look, hold on. As gamers, right? We storming the doors of Sony and Microsoft. Hey, give us a motherfucking next gen console next year.
And they're only storming Sony's doorstep. Microsoft ain't got nothing.
But all right, Nintendo, fuck it. All right, give us this right now. What they gonna do? They not gonna give it to you because it takes multiple layers. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you
ain't nobody disputing that though.
No, I get what you're saying. I think
nobody's disputing how long something may take or anything like that. We just want what we supposedly get when it comes to next generation, and we haven't been getting none of that.
Hey, but real quick, because I played all the games on the PS3. Was every game a AAA banger? Anybody in here agree, or was it some shit in there that was kind of like
they were hit and misses?
Every game ain't never a banger. What is we talking about?
No, I'm going off of what your preference is. You like, I want AAA bangers.
Yeah, that's what I want. AAA bangers.
But look, let's keep it real. Can Sony can any developer put out 100% all day AAA bangers? Fuck no.
Hey, what don't y'all understand about like
Oh, what up,
So
Cycle?
like,
Go ahead. I'm listening.
okay, so Aiden and I are around the same age,
Right.
and what I'm getting from him, and I feel the same way, is it's always been this way where gaming has always progressed and gotten better over time. Okay, so imagine even with, let's say, a car or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You're looking forward to 10, 15 years from now how cars are going to be. We were looking at 10, 15 years ago about how, not ago, but like how games are going to be. 20 something years from now. And when you're somebody from our era and you see it stagnate, get stagnant like that, it's kind of jarring. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is it plateaued when we have so much better technology now than we did back then? Why is it so hard to do that?
Yeah.
That is where we're coming from.
Yo, who fire alarm is that?
somebody need to check the battery on this.
My bad.
Of course. It's always my people too, right?
My bad.
Y'all like hearing that noise? Just change the battery. Like, how long does it take?
Too damn lazy, bro.
They got immune to it.
Black people.
I don't understand why people be having that wasn't
somebody playing basketball. It's not a fire alarm.
Hey, my bad. I got used to it. My fault.
Damn, nigga got
motherfucker don't work and this shit go up in flames. You gonna wonder why you fucking at the heaven gates. Don't change the fucking battery.
Niggas got money to super chat, but won't change the battery.
Hey, continue your point.
But real shit, I was I've been playing Killzone and Uncharted, and I'm looking at those games. I'm like, those games can be brand new games today. I mean,
what Uncharted you playing? What Uncharted? 4?
The last one.
4.
Yeah,
Lost
Legacy.
Yeah, Lost Legacy. Not Lost Legacy. Is it Lost Legacy?
4. It's the one with the girl. I mean, Chloe, or you playing?
Lost Legacy is the sequel.
The actual one, not the one.
Oh, he playing 4. He playing 4.
Yeah. Okay. I'm playing that shit. I'm like, God damn! Like, they even put an old Crash game in that motherfucker. Like, the graphics are amazing in that game. It looks like, it progressed. And there's nothing this generation that progressed like that. There's no game right now that shows the capabilities that they're claiming they have with these consoles.
What about Horizon?
Horizon.
That's on 4. Horizon is on 4. It's on PS4.
On PS4.
The DLC was only on 5.
But they still based the original game on the PS4.
But it's on the PS4 though, so it's like that don't count.
I guess.
I mean, it doesn't count. Let me read the super chat real quick. Shout out to John the Black. He said, in my opinion, the 6th generation was better. 360 and PS3 had too many brown and gray shooters, and it nearly killed the variety in the gaming market.
And that was the point I was trying to get at.
Well, I don't think nobody.
That's true.
I don't think nobody is arguing about that per se.
That's what I was trying to argue about. Worst generation was just from that aspect.
But as far as
because most of those games that came out on PS3, they were still bangers. Like every game came out every year. It was
just a start of something.
There's always a good game every season.
No, it had a bad start.
I love playing games back in the day like that.
No, PS3 had a bad start.
Yeah, PS3. I'm talking about like the title.
360 was perfectly fine.
Yeah, the start's what we're playing now.
I feel like.
What the hell was that? He started
changing it to a monkey.
If anybody think that like the PS2 generation is better, then that's fine. That's not. That's really not nothing to argue. Yeah, but anything we're talking about this generation is this the worst generation? And if you think it's not, then which generation is worse than now?
That's because you're buying daggone Xbox.
Like a very old one.
I was looking at what's that city when you playing Killzone and you go to the city. At some point, that's the scope on that shit. Which just make like all the details in the buildings and all that. I was like, what the fuck?
No, Killzone
what are we doing
amazing. Now? That shit looks Shadowfall looks amazing, yo.
Yeah. They need to bring that back.
I mean, but even like Killzone 2 and 3 was pushing the envelope as far as graphics. Like it's always, we just not getting that no more nowadays, dog. We not. It's really we just.
I'm telling you, priorities shifted. Like, priorities shifted. Like his live service and his other fucking like slop. Like
their priorities is broken now, fix later.
Yeah,
or just remake classics.
Yeah,
pretty much. Shout out to Blue Jay. He said you had to be there for Gears 1 when it came out.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
I was definitely not there for that.
Yeah, I was a little kid.
A big one.
So.
Oh, really?
Boy.
That commercial.
Oh,
that
Mad
motherfucking
World.
commercial was crazy.
Oh, that
and
shit.
shit.
Yeah, that.
I remember when I first
on
seen
its own.
gameplay. When I first seen gameplay of Gears, I was fucking blown away, yo.
Yeah.
I had never
little
seen no
lighting.
graphics like that in my life. I was like, yo, what the? And then the chainsaw being on the gun, I thought that was some of the coolest shit I ever seen, yo. I was blown away by that shit, yo. Gears was like, seeing that game was like crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Hey, do y'all think so right now our generation, like us in here, we like in our late 20s, 30s, whatever. So we've seen everything, right? So the current generation, the young kids, the Fortnites, this is their Nintendo, right? Like Fortnite is, you know what I'm saying, a beginner for them. So maybe we in the late generation of like we've seen everything.
I was thinking maybe that might be true. Maybe we have just seen everything.
Didn't they say like they're making games for them, not us anymore?
Yeah, exactly. They're
True.
making games. They're making games for Fortnite players.
Yeah.
Live service.
We're dying. We're dying breed.
Like it's
with
fucked up.
Cross play and
but it
cross
makes sense.
platform saves.
Every shooter now has emotes and fucking all these dance.
Yeah, Nicki
And costumes,
Minaj,
too.
and fucking Devin Booker.
Shit crazy.
I remember back in the day, you used to spam circle.
Shout out to Kill Lutz. He said it's 2024. As games cost more, we need to demand more.
You got to vote with your wallet.
I mean, you see what's going on with Stellar Blade. Everybody calling each other weirdos and stuff.
Yep. People are canceling their orders just for a costume.
Yeah, for that's the issue. Like, it's not even the game; it's just like costumes. Like, dude.
But that's the thing, though. They voted with their wallet. They speak it up.
Yeah.
Can't get mad at that.
The game is selling well,
developers
though,
said there would be no censorship since the game went gold in March.
Yeah, and they got community noted.
Yep.
Shout out to Tavares Perry. He said, question for the Stellar Blade. Does the nipple pop out when Eve gets wet? Does the suit get wet?
This ain't adults only.
Rated
M. Rated M.
Absolutely not.
Can I speak on that, 8?
Rated M, not adults only.
I mean, 8. I got the disc copy, so it's the vanilla 1.0 without the patches.
Oh, you preserving that, eh?
Yeah. I'm playing the whole game unpatched. So her nipples do bleed through based off the suit you're wearing, but it's not from the water.
That boy been zooming in.
So
if you play unpatched, the nipples bleed through, but it's not from the water. It's just the outfit you wear.
So Stellar Blade is out. We everybody in here got it, right?
Yes,
sir.
Hell no, I ain't got
Not Cycle.
I ain't got that.
I'm still on Rebirth.
On that shit, man.
What you was doing yesterday, Cycle? You was drinking?
I'll wait till it's $40. Then I'll get the motherfucker.
Was you drinking yesterday, Cycle?
Why would you say some shit like that?
Because that shit you was talking about on Twitter, I had to.
That shit was
influence,
Hey,
right?
go
I
ahead,
gotta see this.
Explain what I was saying on Twitter.
That shit too.
About the demo?
Sometimes you just gotta walk away and just let bygones be bygones. But this motherfucker said he can tell if a game is gonna be game of the year off a demo.
Oh no. See, you like the ass shit. Look,
I ain't. That's what you said.
That's pretty much what you said, though.
That's pretty much what you said, my nigga.
Look, 8 asked how y'all feel about Stellar Blade so far as a game of the year. It's a game of the year contender.
And you said
I said based on what I played so
on
far. The demo, based on what I played so far, it's not for me. No, it's not.
Yeah, you can't talk.
So I'll tell you like I said on Twitter. I've been gaming for over 36 years.
And me too.
Okay?
Oh my god.
Okay, and so I know.
Didn't you think Starfield was game of the year?
Okay, so we on DVD.
Has he man been drinking?
What you ask about Starfield?
Yeah, that's why I asked you.
Wait, hold on. Somebody just said something stupid just now, so let's talk about it.
I
said Starfield was game of the year. You say that?
Yeah, so didn't you think it was game of the year? From playing
it. This how I know you don't.
I don't think that was him. I don't think that was him.
I've been the only motherfucker that said I don't see what the hype is. I don't see why y'all so hyped for this game. Because it don't look like it's gonna be what y'all think it is.
You got him confused with another X-Bot.
All right, I'm just
I was
checking.
the only one.
Continue your main story. Sorry.
So now, and I'm talking about for me, okay? When I played the demo, I'm like, I wouldn't even spend $70. I wouldn't even spend $70 on this game. So why would I think it's game of the year contender?
I mean, you ain't played the game, so
I played the demo.
I wouldn't expect you. No, my nigga, no.
Demos don't tell you shit.
No,
you can't do that. Off of playing the demo,
cannot judge
I can
Stellar
tell,
Blade off the demo. No, you can't.
I can tell what kind of games I like. Once I play a demo, I can tell if I'm willing to spend.
Don't the demos say this doesn't represent the final product? Don't they say that?
Yes. That is the whole point.
I swear, all of them say that.
No, that's the whole point of a demo, so you can play the game and see if you like it or not.
It's like a sliver of the game.
Dog, that demo does not represent the game.
Okay, hey, look, we kind of got the same taste in games, kind of. Okay, what you said, I was listening in the car. What you said is exactly what I was saying. Like it's an okay game. It's probably a decent game, but it's not game of the year type shit, and I can tell that from the demo.
Nah, that could change for you once you start playing it, dog.
No, I know what I like.
Nah, fam. Nah, you can't. I can't. I can't co-sign that, dog. That demo does not represent that game.
Yeah, the demo has a lot of latency too.
That kind of game is not the kind of game that I consider for game of the year.
It could be though. I don't know how that shit gonna turn out.
I don't think it will, but
I did say based on what I played.
There's things you can do in the game that aren't in the demo.
Hold on.
There's a lot going on.
If it's something like an Uncharted, it takes two, like shit like that, like a Gears of War, a motherfucking Metal Gear. If it's shit like that, Infamous Second Son, shit like that are my types of games that I consider game of the year. I don't consider a game like Stellar Blade a game of the year for me. That's just what it is.
Oh, you can't really speak on it though. Like it's hard to even take you serious because you only played the demo. And anybody that's playing the game, knowing that once that shit open up, it's a whole lot more going on that may change your mind. That's all I'm saying.
I'm telling you right now.
So you
once I get through playing that game, it's going to be probably a 7 or 8 out of 10 for me.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not bad.
Okay, that's not game of the year contender.
It could be a game of the year contender depending on how the year goes.
I don't think it's gonna get anything. I think it's gonna be hard.
I'm talking about within yourself. I think within yourself is what I'm saying. Not really what the media tell you to like. I'm talking about within yourself. It could be a game of the year contender depending on how the year goes.
What else?
And what you played.
Yeah, Rebirth. And what you like.
Rebirth is the only game of the year contender right now.
I'm still on that.
Rebirth is not my game.
But what I'm saying is,
Rebirth only too.
You can actually get into the game, get all the unlocks and shit like that, fight some of the bosses, and your mind could change. You could be like, damn, you know what? This just may be my game
like
of the
story
year.
revelation.
Like, you don't know how the game gonna turn out. You don't know how the story gonna turn out, or none of that could change your mind. Your mind can change, right? Can your mind change?
Hey, this goes back to my experience with gaming. I have a bucket or pocket for those.
Nah, this is crazy, dog.
Okay.
This is crazy, man.
You can say what you want, but I know what I like.
You can see.
Nah, this is crazy.
I like.
Nah, this is crazy.
You cannot tell me what I like.
No, I'm not telling you what you like. You ain't playing it to know what it is.
You can only speak on the demo.
No, that's all. You're talking like you played the game. You didn't play the game.
You can't tell when you playing the game if you're gonna like it, how much you're gonna like it or not. You can't tell that once you
demo.
Demos are really short. Demos are so brief. Yeah.
Hold on. Some games I love the demo and didn't like the full game.
Okay.
Some games started off where I didn't really like it, but by the end I was like, yo, I love this shit.
Okay.
I started off with Stellar Blade, kind of like this joint kind of mid at first.
But how you feel about it now?
Once I got
game of the year?
As of right now, I wouldn't say it's a game of the year contender. I would just wait. I gotta wait and see what else come out. But like I said, it could be by default or some shit like that. But it's definitely not mid. I know that it ain't. I don't no longer consider it mid no more. But in the beginning, I was like, man, this shit mid. Now that's probably more because I was playing more of the demo parts and all that. But once the game opened up, got more unlocks, had more fun boss fights and shit like that, things changed. Story started to unfold. Things have changed. It has upgraded from mid to it's a solid game so far. I like it.
There is no doubt in my mind that that's a decent game. I'm pretty sure, like I said, it's going to be a 7 or 8 out of 10 for me once I play it because I know what kind of games I'm.
Have you seen any
but
other?
You don't know how it's going to unfold though. That's why this is so jarring.
All right.
Are you saying 7 out of 10s and 8 out of 10s aren't game of the year material?
It could be depending on the year. It could be depending on the year.
Yeah, the way this year is shaping up, I don't know. It might.
Yeah, the rest of the year looks pretty barren.
Yeah, the way this year looking.
By the time the year done and you thinking about, damn, what was my favorite games of the year and shit? If you're trying to narrow it down to 5, if it's a rough year, a game that you consider to be an 8 could fit in there. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
There's been a lot of sleeper hits for me too. Like Dragon, I like Dragon.
But to say that, and that game is long too. That game is like 40 hours or some shit like that, depending on what you're doing. I think it's a little longer than that. But to just say, I know that game gonna be like an 8 for me. Like what? No, you gotta actually play it though.
You can tell.
Yeah, you played a demo though. That's not the full on.
That's enough for me. I can tell.
But what if the story is? What if you think the story is fire? Like that wouldn't up your score?
I'm gonna get it when it's like $40.
But that wouldn't up. But listen, what if the score? What if the story is fire to you? That wouldn't up your score?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just telling you based on what I played.
I know you don't know.
It's a little quirky. It's a little quirky. It's a quirky game. You know what I'm saying? It's a little weird. You know what I'm saying? And I can just tell from it. Like it just don't seem like it's gonna be all that for me. Give me an Uncharted type game, and I'd be like, okay, that could be a game of the year contender for me.
What you want, a cover shooter, or what are we talking about?
I mean, I just like games that push the boundaries of the console. Also have a great story. Fucking the gunplay, the animations in the game. They're not like quirky and weird.
Stellar Blade has that.
So Stellar Blade, the combat can get much better. It has a gun, but it ain't a typical shooter.
Yeah, it's not.
But the combat can get better. The story can get better for you. Mm-hmm. At the end, you could be like, "Yo, damn, I was wrong. This is my game of the year."
Could be,
like,
and that's why I said right now, for me, it's not game of the year contender.
I just thought it was strange when I had asked, and you was like, "Yeah, for me, it ain't." I played the demo. I'm like, "What?"
Y'all, bro. Okay.
No, that just doesn't make any sense.
I mean, you can say that. You can say that. Like if you played a demo of that, what's that game that was all blown up? Everybody loved it and shit. What's that game?
Final Fantasy 16?
No, that other bullshit with the turn-based shit.
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if you played 30 minutes of that game, would you say that's a game of the year contender for you?
No, because because I don't like the fucking gameplay.
Okay, you have things about that game that you
he's not coming
you ain't gonna have
the same way as you.
Hold on, you have things about that game that you know as a gamer for gaming for so long, you know that you don't fuck with certain things like that, right?
So I'm not no. Time out. That's the thing. Right. Unless you sit here and say I don't like
action combat.
I don't like melee combat or whatever like that. Unless you say that, then okay. But for somebody to say that if you're cool with that combat, then no, that's not the same thing. I don't like turn-based, so we can't even get past that.
Cycle, do you like Devil May Cry?
Again, I play it. It's a cool game, but I wouldn't put that on my top game list. No.
So you don't like action games?
Yeah, it sounds like you just don't like that genre.
I mean,
hack and slash.
Do you like God of War?
I love God of War. That's my shit. Like if I play 30 minutes,
so you don't like the over top action games.
I can say with God of War, I could play 15 minutes of that and say that's a possible contender for me.
Possible is crazy.
Until I play it, I can answer. I can give you the full answer, but that's a possible contender for me.
But you don't like Devil May Cry or did you play Bayonetta?
See, that's the thing. You mentioned this earlier too. It's not hot or cold. It's somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying? It ain't 10. It ain't a 1. I think games like that for me, they come across as like 7 or 8 out of 10 for me. They end up always being that way. Every time I play games like that,
those games
like Bayonetta, fucking
that could be a game of the year game.
Games like that for me, I just don't fuck with them like that. Like I'll play them, I'll enjoy them. I can recognize that hey, that was a good game, but as far as checking all the boxes for me,
what's issue? What box is it not checking?
It's just to me, it comes in like one of those like Bayonetta type, like hack and slash, like weird.
So you just don't like women.
Stellar is not even weird. Stellar is not like a.
That shit is weird, bro. Stellar Blade is.
Hold on, I'm just trying to understand what box is not being ticked, and you're like, what box are you saying that it's not ticking that you feel like it won't tick at all? What box are you saying?
I'm telling you, like I said it already. It's like it seems like a really quirky game. The animations aren't fully fleshed out, in my opinion.
Whoa!
How he hasn't been.
Hold on, wait. Can I
What?
The graphics are great. The graphics are amazing.
All off the demo.
The graphics are awesome. But it's just little things like that. I can tell this type of game isn't for me.
Yeah, you don't like women, bro. It's okay.
It's not for me. I'm not gonna spend $70 on.
Oh, so you just trying to save money?
I'm broke. Hey, would you spend $75 on that shit?
Would I spend? I would have spent the money on it.
I want to. I'm just
like I told you. The money is like I said before or earlier. $70 is, if it's worth it to you, that's a personal thing. You know what I'm saying? But I was interested in the game before it dropped, so I would have spent the $70. You know what I'm saying? I would have spent it. Now, at first, I would have been a little salty at first, like, damn, man. But no, it's turning out pretty good. I'm doing all the side missions. Combat is fun. Once you start to get it down, you know what I'm saying? Some of the boss fights could be annoying, but they were fun at the end of the day.
Yeah. Another example is like Nier Automata. Like that game, it was a good game. It's a really good game, but game of the year contender for me? No.
You just don't like
Melee games. Ran really
what
bad
was
on
that?
console.
Yeah, it just seemed like you don't like Melee games.
Yeah, you just don't like them type of
games that fully focus on Melee. You don't like
it. God of War.
Oh yeah, unless it's God of War.
Problem. God of War is probably one of my favorite games of all time. God of War 3.
Yeah, that's why that shit is weird that you don't like these games. Like you're not putting them games high. Like they can't be good for you. They can never.
They never are. They never are. Once I play them, they never are. I never finish them and be like, oh my god, that was fucking amazing.
Damn, Devil May Cry grandfathered all that shit. You don't even like that.
It's not that I don't like the game. I do like it, but it just
can't never get past 7 or 8 for him.
For me, yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Chris Jones for the super chat. He said, shout out to Tehran and Kovu. Man, I'm finna take y'all advice and head to the mall to see what I can do. Free Stellar Blade, single. Free Stellar Blade.
Chris Jones.
Free.
Go out
and Stellar.
Shout out to Kill Lutz. He said a lot of people love Destiny 1 demo, but not the full game.
Facts. I never got the full game.
Yeah, things can. I mean, you can't. It's really not much you can do with a demo, dog.
Some demos are faulty too.
As far as determining like if it's going to be game of the year or not, that's a superpower you would need to have.
Well, I got really it. Possible. That's superpower, man.
Man, if you just don't like them games, if you just got it in your mind that this game could never be good enough for game of the year, then that's something totally different.
No, I'm gonna try it out.
Period. You know what I'm saying?
Try it out. But that's what I said, though. I said for me so far, based on what I played, it's not.
Yeah, but that's the demo, though. Like I was asking people that actually played the game and bought the game. That was for them.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? That's like a motherfucker saying, yeah, for what I watched, I wasn't really feeling that.
I mean,
I watched it on YouTube. I didn't really like it. Like, no, it's for the people that actually played the motherfucker.
No, I mean, even if you test drive a car, it's like, hey, I test drove it. I think it's cool, but it ain't probably one of my favorite cars. You know what I'm saying? But I test drove it.
Oh, I mean, that's different though.
Yeah,
you're in the full vehicle.
I don't have to buy it. I don't have to buy it to get the experience.
That's not the same, dog.
Yeah. It's no different if I lend you the game and you play it for like 10 hours and you're like, nah, it's not for me.
Yeah.
I gave you the full game. You just dropped it early. That's the same thing in testing your car. You got the full car, but it's just you're not going to buy it.
Yeah,
exactly. Are you just gonna put your tip in and be like, oh, that was great? Or are you gonna put your whole shit in there? Like, what are you doing?
Fuck is going on with these analogies today, man?
That was a perfect analogy, bro.
I get it, but pause.
Hey, mine's be in the gutter, man. Damn.
All right, so do anybody in here feel like it could be a game of the year contender for them? Any gripes? What you don't like about any negatives for the game so far?
It's the controversy and censorship's the problem.
Oh, we didn't get there yet. Is there any negatives with the game so far? Do you have any negatives?
I feel like I'm still in latency.
You still feel like the latency is off?
Yeah, like the parries. Like I'm pressing the fucking block button.
Yo, I was wondering that.
Did you upgrade your stats on the skill tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering.
You gotta get it to max.
It's max. I'm like like in the 5th biome. Like,
I got my shit max, and I'll be like, "Hey, yo, man."
That's what I be saying.
Damn well, I blocked that shit on time.
Yo, I be saying, I'm like, come on, man. I know I blocked that, bro.
Yeah.
And that fucking perfect dodge. I got all that. I got perfect parry and dodge maxed out where it should be.
You level up fast in this game.
It's annoying, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think the game
EK, what did EK say?
I don't know. Your mic a little low or something. Are you far from the mic or something?
Me? I'm right here.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, I just think that the story is kind of weak. Gameplay is okay. It's cool, but no, it's alright.
So you don't. You feel like you wasted. You feel like you wasted $70. Hey, speak up, nigga. Open your fucking mouth, nigga. Like you over there mumbling and shit.
I'm using my computer. I'm using my Mac right now because my other laptop is
fucking cheap ass Mac, man. Get a better goddamn mic, man.
Yeah,
but so you feel like you wasted $70?
I don't think I wasted $70. I just think the game is not as hype. I thought it was gonna be like it's not as hype as I thought it was.
You're just not in the mood.
The game is way better than Rise of the Ronin. I give him credit for that.
I dropped the shit out of Rise of the Ronin.
Yeah, it's way better. Stellarblade is way better.
You dropped Rise? That joint that trash?
I think I hyped myself up too much for that one.
I have another.
How far did you get in Rise?
Are you getting your ass whooped, or is it just?
You know they got difficulty in there, right? So
okay.
That doesn't matter.
Difficulty scaling.
It's not. My mind frame is just not good with that. I don't know what I was expecting.
So you trash. It's a skill issue.
Wait, how far did you get?
I already told you that I'm not really all that good at. Remember I told you I dropped Sekiro?
Oh yeah, he trash.
I
don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Wow.
I don't give a fuck what y'all do. Yeah, nigga, I dropped all that shit, nigga. What's up? I want all the smoke. What's up? What's up? Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. What's up?
Ain't nothing you really can say.
Come at me, bro. What's up?
Ain't nothing you really can say to defend yourself.
I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas talking about.
What other games you dropped?
Them FromSoft games are fucking not it. I just beat Armored Core 6. I'm never.
Oh, you want smoke too?
That game.
Hold on. So
you
put the game on easy and still struggle?
That's not what I said.
No, I'm asking, is that what you did?
No, I didn't struggle when I put it on easy. That's not the problem I had.
Oh, you was beasting and still didn't like it.
I just wasn't immersed in the shit. The fuck?
I mean, just being easy as fuck. I mean,
even on easy, Rise of the Ronin can still give you a little bit of a challenge. Like, it ain't that easy.
Nah, you gotta play on the hardest. I beat the whole game on the hardest.
It ain't that easy.
It was more immersive.
I wasn't getting immersed because it's just like and that game is lacking attention to detail too. That shit was kind of throwing me off. I didn't like the. And
well,
I think
it has no. It has the detail. Like your clothes get wet. You do get drenched as footprints. Like with 8 likes. The problem is the visuals are a big.
Visuals is janky, and I don't like that.
Janky. There's too many pop-ins.
And I got a huge problem.
Low textures.
Yeah, I got a huge problem with that cut character customization too. I try to make a black person. That shit look like a Japanese in blackface. I ain't like that shit.
Use the presets. The presets were good.
Yeah, I kept the.
Don't they talk in that motherfucker? Your character talk.
Yeah,
right?
the lip syncs are good.
So,
only on the Japanese voice acting.
Do they got a black voice?
No.
That's the first mistake.
No.
Yeah, that shit was kind of
trying to make a black person without a black voice is not gonna work.
Yeah, that shit was throwing me off. I ain't gonna lie.
That's why I just make white people in games. Like fuck it, because it's gonna throw me off.
I didn't like it. I didn't really like it.
I can never.
You can change the tone of the voice to be deep. That's it.
None of that sounded like black men.
I made a voice, I made a black dude in Mass Effect and shit, and it didn't work for me.
Sound like Shepard.
Nigga sound like Todd. Sound like his name was Todd. I'm like, dog, come on, man. Sound like he's selling insurance or something. No, I'm good.
Yeah, that shit kind of was like.
Just make a white person, man. That'll help you.
Yeah, when I pick it back up later this year, I'll probably just go to the default load just with the Japanese.
But I do have other complaints about Stellar though.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
One is like the map marker. I kind of wish it will stay on the HUD where I mark the location I'm going to.
Yeah.
Go to settings to enable that.
So I can enable the settings.
I ain't see that.
Yeah, just go to settings.
No,
if you go to settings to HUD, you can set the always on. Right now it's on dynamic.
Aren't you playing it unpatched and shit? They probably took that shit
Hold
out.
on,
Yeah.
but that didn't change. That didn't change. I did that, and that didn't change the fucking.
So you said this HUD to always on?
No, he talking about the compass at the top of the screen. He would
Yeah, the
rather be
compass. The
always
compass
on.
is a part of the HUD. Yeah.
I swore I turned that on, and that shit did not stay on.
Bro,
You gotta set the HUD to always on.
But you see, like that's not immersive, bro. That just breaks my immersion. Like,
But another thing was Eve's personality is a little bit dry. I'm not gonna lie about that.
I think all the conversations.
She reminds me of Aloy.
the dialogue is dry.
I think all the conversations are dry. It don't sound natural enough for me.
Yeah, she needs a little bit of. The only cool thing about her is that she collects soda cans. But
She be happy as shit picking up them soda cans.
The cool thing about her is she got a fat ass and some big titties.
Yeah, that
pretty
too.
much. Pretty much.
But no, all of the dialogue sound a little
Yeah, she
robotic.
needs something.
Yeah, it sounds like, bro.
Yeah, it needs some personality. They ain't got no personality in none of the characters except like Lily a little.
Yeah,
bit.
Lily's
I
like
know
the
it's
only
cause-
one that really.
Yeah, Lily is very
Yeah.
gimpy.
Well,
Very gimpy.
I don't know if it's because it's the English voice acting.
Yeah, the
I
accent.
have the voice acting to Korean.
And still,
Still
is
the
it still the
same.
same?
It's way better because it's their natural voices since the game's made in Korea.
Maybe I should change it then.
British folks just came in and was
Yeah.
like, I'm getting a check, so read off the dialogue.
Yeah, she sound like a Laura Croft.
What other you got any other negatives?
That's it. That's the only ones I had.
yo, real quick, what you guys think of the side quest?
Cool.
Well, which
Yeah,
side
okay.
quest are we talking about?
Just like
Bulletin board?
Actual side quest or the bulletin board?
Oh, I thought he was
the
talking about the
actual
bulletin.
side quest. I mean the actual side quest.
Oh, I thought
The,
you were talking about bulletins.
There-
My bad.
There's some good side quests.
They
There's
ain't-
one
they
about a
ain't-
love
they-
story one.
They not nothing special.
you know, okay, like this.
At
feels
least
like Final
it's
Fantasy.
mocap. They're mocap though.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all,
The animations are good during their dialogue.
y'all proving my point. Me, 7 out of 8. I mean, 7, 8 out of 10. Guys.
Psycho, I'm gonna need you to play it first, dog.
Well, right now it's
Yeah.
it's called 7.5.
I'm gonna need you to play it first, man.
I don't need to.
Soundtrack fire though.
Oh yeah, that's the
Soundtrack's
soundtrack.
very
Amazing.
good.
Understand how loud it is while you playing.
No, I turned that shit
Change-
down.
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah,
turn
Go
it
to the
down.
audio settings.
Hey, can you
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
off
just like
the when the water is hitting the screen and shit like that?
No,
That
you
shit's kinda
can't.
Weird too. That shit's kind of weird.
That's just how it is. Don't you play Forza?
But that's when you're racing, fucking in a car.
I mean,
I'm
Forza
looking
did the
at it.
same
You're not-
thing.
you're
Mud,
look- no,
rain,
you're
water
looking
hits
at
the
it-
screen.
No. It'd be different if it's first person. It's third person. Why is water hitting the damn TV? Why is there water droplets on the fucking TV?
I mean, it's supposed to give you the effect of like you looking through her eyes or something. So you know,
Looking through her
Yeah.
eyes.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the attention
Yeah,
they used
So
to
that's
go
why
for.
that's why the rain is on the screen, so it can give you the effect of in the water. You know, when you jump in the pool.
Yeah,
or
the water
whatever.
splash. Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
looking at her. I'm looking at Eve.
Yeah, and then when she's hurt, everything's red. Like it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, but
When
it's trying to convey to you what's going on with Eve.
Oh, okay, that shit is weird. Another quirky
Weird.
ass shit.
Right.
That is weird.
They do
Like,
that on a lot of
don't
games.
you play on
Yeah, a lot of
Uncharted?
games.
Game
They do that on a lot of games though.
Like,
Psycho,
like
you ever
what?
played Metal Gear Solid 5? They did the same
Oh, yeah,
thing.
that
I
was
play
the
every
game,
Metal
man.
Gear.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid
They
5
do
did the
that
same
too.
thing.
Yeah.
That shit is weird.
In 4,
That
Yeah,
shit is weird
especially
to
in
me.
5. In 5, when you take so much
Maybe the
damage, the screen
blood?
goes red.
No, I'm not talking about the screen turning red. I'm talking about the fucking blurry, the
Droplets.
water droplets on the fucking
Yeah,
screen.
we know.
Yeah, Metal Gear does it. Well, I think it only does it in first person mode. I don't know about third person.
There's a bunch of
been a
games that
while.
do it in third person though. Just like you said, when the screen turned red, it's just kind of convey what she is or whatever your character is seeing in the game or going through in the game.
Okay.
Yeah. That's about it.
Any more negatives?
Yeah, for me, just a lack of attention to detail. Besides the
That's
compass part, I don't like that. But to pop it up, all you
I
got to
only
do is hit the touchpad to pop it back up. When the scan,
Yeah.
the scan, you
Yeah, the
scan it
scan
to
it
pop
there.
it back up.
Yeah. I have one negative, and that's the performance. If you do the side quest and go back to old areas, the frame rate actually tanks because of the side quest you did. And I'm playing in performance mode, so I'm not doing balance or anything.
But
I'm playing in
didn't you say
performance mode.
you
No, I'm
playing it
playing in
unpatched
balance.
though?
I'm playing in balance. Oh yeah, you got
What do you say?
you
Repeat
playing
yourself?
unpatched. You playing unpatched mode, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm paying it unpatched.
Oh yeah, well you gotta shut up then.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, you
they improved the performance with the first day one patch.
Yeah.
He was so worried about that censorship. He was saying, "Fuck that performance."
but overall, even unpatched, like if you play story mission, it's solid. It's just the side quests going back to old areas.
Still ain't got the patch version though, so you really can't speak on it. You know what I mean? You can't speak on an outdated version.
Hey man, that censorship bothered me, man. That graffiti missing, the clothes look worse in the patch version.
Yo, can you imagine if this nigga was an actual game reviewer and he talked about
no hard R in the game? 0 out of 10.
That shit made the it just made it less immersive because they changed it.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, man. We're gonna talk about this. Shout out to the Urban Legend for the super chat. He said, I got the same issue with the parry and perfect dodge. I also wish it was more of a hack and slash like Bayonetta and DMC. I hate the Souls-like feel.
It plays like Sekiro though.
It's still more. It's more Souls-like than it ain't.
Yeah, but I'm saying like Sekiro combat with the parry system, like you have to.
It reminds me of Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
Anything.
I mean, you're right. But Jedi is too light though.
I mean, they all are like Soul-like in a way.
Yeah. Like how abilities link with each other. Though. I mean, I don't know. I never played Sekiro, so I can't say anything.
Lock on all the time. You know what I mean? You lock on to all the enemies. If you don't lock on,
you could turn it off too. By the way.
What he's saying is he want like a Devil May Cry where it's like combos, you know
up in the air and shit.
Yeah, all that aerial combos, just combos.
Dude,
yeah, but that's a button masher though. That's not.
Well, it's a
skill
button
based.
masher. If you make it is skill based.
Devil May Cry is not really a button.
You're not getting triple S about
you're not getting no triple S button mashing. You tripping?
Yeah. You never played the Bloody Palace?
I played the originals. I really don't like that series. I played the original 1, 2, and 3.
Did you play Devil May Cry 3?
If you say anything a button masher, then that's because you
crazy.
Button mash.
Devil May Cry 3 is not a button masher, bro.
None of them are. You can't get triple S without by button mash.
Yeah, why would you want to sit here and just
none of them are
the same shit?
Button mashing, bro. You need to block and like do that shit, bro.
Yeah, you're not doing that in 4, no.
I mean, I've all right. I mean, comparing this to what God of War is doing.
What's all that background?
Jack in a fucking warehouse or something.
Another one of my issues with is the platform. The platform is fucking sucks.
Oh yeah. I be falling off of ropes and shit.
Yo, I fell a couple of times where I was just like, man, come on, this ain't fucking Mario. Like, goddamn.
I was like,
slippery and floaty. Yeah.
I hate when they throw platforming in these types of games. Like, just go make a platform on Mario, motherfucker. Damn, this ain't no fucking platform. What the fuck? Couple of times.
She's too light on her feet. Yeah.
That dash ain't shit either.
That dash fucking sucks.
Yeah, that dash ain't shit.
Yeah.
That shit go like 2 feet forward. and I don't even, you can't even upgrade that shit as far as I can see.
Nah, you can't upgrade.
Yeah, there's no upgrades to the dash.
That dash is trash. Her jumping and dash is fucking garbage.
And she a enhanced human. Like, come on.
I don't want to do I don't want to spoil her, but you do get like a different type of jump later on.
Oh.
A double jump? That ain't a spoiler.
Yeah, you talking about that?
Well, yeah, if that helps, like the double jump, you do unlock that.
Like spoiling shit, but yeah, I mean, you know what? You need to be cautious because you're a spoiling motherfucker. But
I was actually wondering.
I'm trying, bro.
Or just don't go.
You know, Jack was like, it's like, hold on, bro, we didn't even get that far.
I just hate all that dumbass shit. It is one that, like, you know, moving around the terrain as far as like jumping and all that can be a little wonky. That's a little
when she runs too, when you try to stop her from running, she'll like fucking keep going. Like, damn.
Sometimes you leap up on shit you ain't asked to leap up on. It's like, come on, man. One time I almost jumped off the side of a fucking
you not lying, bro.
I was like, I didn't ask to jump. Why would I do that? Like, why is that even like, come on, man? That shit had me hot.
You not lying right there, though.
I like the game though. I do think that like sometimes my perfect dodge, I feel like I did it perfect and it didn't work, and I like that.
Robbing you.
Sometimes.
Do you use the training room?
Did I use the training room?
Yeah, when you upgrade your stats, you press square. Yeah.
When they
Can you change enemies in the training room or no?
No, you can't change the enemy in the training room.
In the training room.
Oh.
Yeah, but you can go to it freely anytime if you want to practice your moves.
Yeah, I do that to practice just to make sure. But sometimes it's like, you pressing the button and the button don't acknowledge it for some reason.
What difficulty you playing on? Sir?
I'm on normal, sir. I'm on normal.
All right.
Yeah, you can only do normal your first playthrough.
See how long that lasts. Shout out to Aaron Greenberg for the
Hey,
hold on. Where you at? How far is you? Where you at?
I just finished the wasteland. I got out the laboratory.
Okay.
I was doing some of the bulletin stuff, so I didn't get too far into the story just yet.
The laboratory is after the wasteland.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I finished the laboratory, and
so you at the Great Desert now?
I think because this the ship. This the ship that you're supposed to go on to.
I'm at the Great Desert too.
Yeah.
I'm out the lab.
I just know she returned to Zion, and then I just turned the game off like earlier, like a few hours ago. So I guess she about to go to the desert after I do the cutscene or whatever.
Shout out to Aaron Greenberg. He said had a good time at the Diddy party with with Scoop. I see why his name is Cycle. The boy a rider for real. Word is blind, Big Brooklyn.
The hell?
Pause.
What's wrong with y'all, man?
You up in them Diddy parties, man?
No.
Got to tell him no.
So now there's a lot of controversy going on, and I got a problem with this. I got a problem with anybody that's against it. Anybody that's against it and just want to write it off as like some freak shit, it's bigger than that. First of all, if you advertise a game as being mature and you made a big deal out of how it's uncensored in every territory, and then it comes out and things have been changed, people got a right to be upset about that. Yeah. That's false advertisement. I don't understand why anybody would have a problem with somebody that was told the game was going to be one way, and then when they spent their money, it's another. Yeah. You have something legitimate to stand on.
Yeah, especially if you show it like that too.
Right.
Yeah, I think the reason why people are saying like, dude, who gives a fuck is because like the change. I saw the change. Like
they too cool for school.
It was like
it's not just clothes. It's actually the gore.
Hold on, let EK talk.
It was showing a little bit of like the cleavage of her leg, and then the next patch it was like barely like
it covered her up a little bit,
barely. Like there's barely any change. I understand the outrage. Don't get me wrong, but like I feel like it's too small. Like that shit is like it's just like, dude.
Yeah,
I just don't care enough. That's how I really feel. I just don't care enough. Like, bro, like
you don't care, but it's like they care enough to change it.
It don't listen.
Yeah. And it's not just clothes; it's the gore as well. The gore got reduced.
Yeah, I seen that when I looked at
the so the blood splatter got drastically reduced.
I've been following this shit heavy. Like I'm not following most of this shit heavy. Like, bro, I just play the game. Like,
all right, well, shut up then.
Like, I have the game. That's like I have the game. I'm playing the game.
No, but if people are telling you, like, if people are speaking about the censorship, and you like, well, I really don't care. You ain't even aware of what's going on.
The censorship is not that. Like I think, like
it is.
Like if it's like some shit, like the gore. Okay,
no, it don't matter what it is. It does. This is the thing. This is why they do what they do because people like y'all let them get away with this shit. It doesn't matter what it is. It's a mature game. Don't censor nothing.
People spending hard money on that shit too, bro. Just for that, and that's them. They want to spend money on that, and you change it. That's fucked up.
Dog, I'm grown. Fuck is you censoring from me? I'm grown, motherfucker. This shit ain't for kids, right?
You're still seeing her ass, but you're still seeing her ass.
That's not the point. That's what I'm saying. That's what everybody trying to make it. Everybody think it's just on some freak shit. It's not the point. It's the principle. Don't change nothing. It's mature. Don't censor nothing.
And if it's not such a big deal, then why change it in the first place?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, the developers gave an excuse saying it was
where are you at,
they had to rush.
Why is your background so loud?
I'm telling you, this nigga low.
Oh, my bad. Let me fix that.
Why is your mic and everything loud as shit or something?
Actually, we about to hear a fucking U-Haul truck in a minute.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm gonna come back later on.
With them doing that, bro, it's like,
how about now?
What's stopping them from changing other outfits when you buy the game? And that's your money. Some people spend money to look like that.
No, it's mature. It's made for grown folks.
Yeah.
What are you covering up her cleavage? Why are you censoring that from a grown person?
But in Baldur's Gate, you can have sex with a bear, though.
Like, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter how small it is. They should not be censoring games in no way, shape, form, or fashion when they are M for mature. That goes for movies too. Like, stop censoring shit like I'm a fucking child. I'm not a child. I can handle what you are showing.
Yep.
Listen, there's hundreds of games come out a year, and most of them are T for teen and lower. Right? So there's options for people. If you don't want to see none of that shit, there's plenty of games for you to play. But for people that want to play a game that's made for their demographic, they should be able to have that without no censorship. It's fucking trash. It don't matter what it is. People try to write it off as make it seem like it's some pervert shit or some freak shit. No, motherfucker. Nothing should be censored when I'm buying a game that's supposed to be M for mature. I'm expecting the game to be for me. So what are you stopping me from seeing as a full-grown adult? It doesn't make no fucking sense, and it should never be accepted in no way, shape, form, or fashion. None at all.
Oh my God.
I hear what you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing, but I think what it is just that in America, I think now America just caught on to the rest of the world. Because even a lot of countries like in Germany, like you can have an M-rated game, but they will censor like blood and gore, even if it's an M-rated title, because that's how they do this shit over there. And I think America just now caught on. However, it happened.
Damn, we still have violent game. We still have violent shit, bro. We still have all that. You know what I mean?
America is weird when it comes to sex, and it's always been like that. America look at sex like it's like some of the most vile, villainous shit that can happen. But ultra violence is perfectly fine. We done had this conversation before. Ultra violence is fine, but a fucking nipple or some cleavage is too much. But yet we sat there and had to watch two men have sex on The Last of Us.
That's a woman.
Shit is weird. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's weird. Like, the picking and choosing is weird. We can watch two men bump and grind, but we can't have a fucking outfit with some a plummeting neckline. Like, it shit is stupid. I don't get it. Like, don't censor nothing. Don't censor nothing that's rated R or M rated. I don't want no censorship. Point blank. Period. I don't give a fuck what's going on. Shout out to Phil Takes Blue Chew. What's your crying on Do 8? It's their game. Ain't nobody crying. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. You're like, Phil, you a dick eater. Like, that's your problem. Like, these developers can do whatever they want to you. You know what I mean? They can come over right now, fuck you, and you're gonna be good with it. Because it's their dick, right? Pause. It's their dick. What can I do about it? Listen, next time, like, if I know about this shit before the game is released, if I know that some censorship is going on, I ain't paying for that shit. That's
the thing. That's cool. Like, that's cool. You do. That's the thing. Like, not a lot of people, like, only people who are upset are the hardcores. I'm pretty sure. A lot of people in my circle, I talked to them about. They said they don't really care. Like, that's the reality of the shit, bro. Like, it sucks, but that's how it is, man.
It's a lot of shit people don't care about. That's why they do what they do. That's why they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers don't care.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that's why we got half-finished games.
Yeah, that's why they do what they fucking do, because don't nobody care and shit. Like, so all right.
Niggas care. Like, they just want to play this shit and be on with it.
But eventually, they are going to do some shit you care about.
Yep.
And when don't nobody care about it, then you'll wonder why.
Yep.
So it's like, yo, if you ain't going to stand for nothing, you're going to fall for anything. So, yeah, you might don't care about this, but they're going to eventually do something that you do care about. And when ain't nobody standing up for it, you're going to be sitting there looking salty.
No, that is true.
So it's like, what the fuck? We got to stop this shit before it get out of control. I don't understand. That's why when somebody comes to you crazy, you punch them in their mouth before they start bullying you. Because when you don't care, I don't care. He took my milk. All right. When he taking everything else, then what? I don't care. He took my chocolate milk. When your friend's like, yo, why you ain't do nothing? He took your chocolate milk. I don't care. It's just chocolate milk. All right. And the next day, when he taking your fucking draws, pause. then you're still not gonna care. Like, no, you got to stand up and do something before the shit got out of control. That's why the game industry is the way it is now. Because there was a lot of motherfuckers throughout the years like, I don't care. And they sitting in the board meeting looking at that. Yeah, most people don't care. All right, raise the prices. Yeah, most people don't care. All right, we'll fix it when it comes out. We'll patch it. Things like that. Most people don't care. Looking at the numbers, they didn't care that we released an unfinished game. All right, well, do it again. Fix it as we go along. That's why the shit is the way it is now. Because every time some fuck shit happened, people were sitting around saying, I don't care. It doesn't affect me.
Niggas like you, EK.
I won't lie. We was kind of getting that. Like, I feel like people start getting onto that with Suicide Squad. When they saw Suicide Squad, they're like, okay, we don't like this shit. Then niggas didn't buy the game. You know what I mean? Like, it's there. It's just like people pick and choose what kind of game they want to boycott, I guess.
Listen, man, I don't care. And then when shit fucked up, then it is what it is. Shout out to Aquarius Kudo. He said, same country that has corn in elementary libraries. What? Porn, he meant?
Yo, wait.
Yeah, he meant porn, but you can say that in a super chat.
Nah, ain't no way.
That's funny.
Well, it's crazy. Some people were saying, like, if this happens in this game, what's stopping them from doing that for GTA?
Well, that's Rockstar.
Yeah, I mean, I think
the day we live in now, I feel like anything is possible, bro.
I mean,
as far as what Rockstar,
you've seen the trailer,
censoring some shit.
Well, actually, they censored stuff in the past, but
see the whole thing is
how hot coffee for San Andreas.
The whole thing is how it's shown compared to how it's released. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When we talking about Uncharted, we already know that's T for team. So you already know what to expect, right? So you're not tripping when you play that game. You enjoy it for what it is, and you keep it moving. But when you're being advertised a certain game and then you get some other shit, that's the problem. That's the problem. If the outfit was never the way it was, if the blood and gore was never the way it was, nobody wouldn't be tripping. But if it's one way and you show me that and then you release it another after I buy the game, then that's a problem. It's not about what they want to come up with creatively and all that. Well, don't show nothing else. That's like when we see a game and it looks amazing, and then we get it and it doesn't look like that. It's been downgraded. Watch Dogs.
That's why that series is dead now.
If Watch Dogs would have looked the way that it released, then people would have took it for what it was and kept it moving. It wouldn't have been so much controversy surrounding it. The Division, same shit.
Oh yeah.
If they would have showed what was released, we would have had a different fucking outlook on it. But they showed us some unrealistic shit, and then when we got the game, we like, what the fuck is this?
I played that beta. I was like, hell no, I ain't playing this shit.
That's where the fucking issue comes in at. Don't show me one thing and give me another. That's it. Nobody would have no issue right now that they would have never showed the game in the way that they showed it and then gave us something else.
Yep. If they never made that post about it being uncensored, it would have been good.
And that's another thing. You run around, you made a whole big post about how it's uncensored and this, that, and the third, and then when the game comes out, people see that it's been cut down, it's been censored. Now you act shocked when people now you act shocked when people got something to say about that.
Outfit's been altered.
It's not about the fucking sexual shit and none of that. It's just about what I'm saying. I'm just saying in period. It's not about just it's bigger than that. Like it's not just that. It's that they said one thing and they did another. Yeah. They said one thing and they did another. That's where the problems come in at.
Yeah, I feel like if it didn't campaign, like they were campaigning off like, okay, this girl's super sexual. And since they were campaigning on that, and then like if they didn't campaign around it, I feel like this wouldn't be too much of an outrage, but I don't know.
Even if they removed the gun, like you seen her using the gun in the trailers, and then when you got the game, the gun's been removed. You're gonna be like, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's some bullshit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just telling you one thing and doing another, man.
Well, they said they were cutting a lot of that shit out though before the game came out. They said they cut out wall running and the flying cars before,
and people was not happy about it every time they came out saying
they even lowered the crowd density.
Because it seemed like every other month they was coming out cutting something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a problem. Even though we didn't get it, we still was like, damn, y'all taking that out? Y'all taking that out?
They took the train station shit out and they just put it in.
Wait, in the new patch?
It's Cyberpunk.
Yeah, you can ride trains
with
now.
the DLC. Yeah.
But that was supposed to be there from the beginning. You know, it was supposed to be in third person, all that shit, like originally was supposed to be there. And they removed all that shit.
And the multiplayer too.
Well, they could have kept that. That shit probably was trash anyway.
Sound like that developer was just too ambitious with that one.
Yeah,
they was way too ambitious.
Honestly,
not really.
2012.
Yeah, they had enough time. I just think they just
literally 8 years.
I mean, we seen how the game came out. They just wasn't ready. I don't know what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? It's a good game, though. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Now.
They was too busy trying to get that Christmas money, bro. That was really it. Was the money.
Oh, they got a lot of money.
Yeah, they won like
did.
12 million copies.
A lot of returns too.
They got a lot of money.
Money.
People gonna be very skeptical with their next game, though.
Oh,
Because you thought because like a lot of people thought that remember people was CD Projekt Red on the same level as Naughty Dog and Rockstar. Like a lot of people was losing their fucking mind. Like, hold on, calm the fuck down. They is not on no Rockstar. Yeah. I mean, I love it. Witcher. Great fucking game, but to put them up there off of one game.
Yeah, you can't do that. Oh.
Man, they was nowhere near.
They need a catalog.
Facts. And Witcher 2 is good too. Witcher series. Well, I know for a fact 2 and 3 is good. I don't know about 1, but they supposed to be remaking that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that in Witcher 4. But yeah, man, you can't tell the gamers one thing and do another. That's where the problem comes in at. It ain't even got nothing to do with like a whole bunch of freak shit and all this. I mean, when the game comes to PC, she gonna be butt ass naked, so it doesn't even fucking matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't even matter.
Are big now. Waiting till PC get a hold of it.
Yeah, they're gonna do all types of shit with it. It doesn't even matter. It's just
that's why I think it's not on PC now.
But they don't do day and date.
Yeah, they don't do day and date.
It's coming though.
They know that IGN's gonna make all those articles and shit right away, so they're trying to like dumb it down a bit.
They said a whole slate, so I believe Stellar Blade will be on PC,
and it will sell a lot on PC
eventually.
3 years later.
But yeah, ain't nobody like don't tell us one thing and do another. That's it. And like I said, I'm against censorship. For anything that's in the mature, like a rated R movie and all that, I'm against that shit. America is weird when it comes to sex and violence. Violence is perfectly fine. Sex is not. And I experienced that myself growing up. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all before, like I remember RoboCop. We got RoboCop when it first came to home video. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see that joint bad as fuck. Like that movie it just looked like something that I knew I would like. You know what I'm saying? We got that RoboCop. I only had to cover my eyes on one scene in that whole movie. If you've seen RoboCop and you watch it a bunch of times, you probably know exactly what scene I'm talking about. I had to cover my eyes one scene in that whole movie.
You talking about the origin of Robo?
The original Robo?
No, like his origin story. Because I remember that scene too. That shit was fucking insane.
No. The scene I had to cover my eyes was when they was in the locker room talking about the strike. And you seen the white girl had them pale ass titties out. That was it. Yeah. That's the only scene I had to cover my eyes because the white girl titties was out when she was changing her clothes, putting on her vest and all that shit. But the rest of the movie, I was perfectly fine to watch. All that Murphy getting all that. I could see. I was allowed to watch all that shit, see all the blood. Know, if you say RoboCop, you know it's an ultra violent movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And the only time I had to cover my eyes when it came to some titties being on screen, and they was on there for like 2 seconds. I had to cover my eyes, but everything else, I was fine to watch. As an 8-year-old, I was like 8 years old when that shit came to VHS.
Yes, sir.
And I was able to watch all that shit, but the fucking sex. And that was how my life was growing up, period. Like anything that had sex, of course you had to cover your eyes, but all the violence and the foul language, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
Oh, my mom was a little more protective in that aspect. Even if it was PG-13, if she felt like it was a little too sexual a scene, she would cover my eyes.
Well, my mom
I only had to cover my eyes during like nudity, not no
Yeah, violence.
No, I'm just saying that like it was PG-13 and it had like a sex scene in it. I only had to cover my eyes for nudity. That's it. Any violence, any ultra violence, and none of that. Like I used to sit there and watch, horror movies all the time and shit like that.
Spawn animated series.
Yeah, all that type of shit. Like I was allowed to watch all that violent shit. I just couldn't see anything that like if it had nudity, I had to cover my eyes until it was off the screen.
I had to watch that shit secretly.
So America just always been weird when it comes to sex. Like it's sex to like the average American is like so taboo. You seen what they did with Mortal Kombat? Like they toned it down. They pretty much changed all the outfits and all that. But it's like they toned down the sexuality, but the violence went up. Why?
Yeah, they definitely nerfed those females in the
If
game.
I want Katana half naked while I'm pulling off a fatality, why can't I do that? At least give a motherfucker the option.
I feel like the
And
problem.
people were complaining about that too, and everybody was okay with that.
Yeah, I feel like the problem is that like since there's more like I saw this on the internet.
Oh, more female gamers.
More female gamers in like the realm and like female gamers taking in the industry. Like, bro, I'm serious. Like, there's a lot more female gamers.
But they still got
They
the
like
dudes
that shit.
But they still got the dudes with their shirts off and shit.
That's the thing. Yeah, like what? Like we can sexualize the men, but not the women.
Yeah, that's
the
a weird
female
standard.
gamers actually like that shit too. A lot of them like Eve. Some of them even support the fucking, not being censored. Like they don't like that shit.
Yeah, like
Oh,
bro,
they're playing the game.
bro, like you want to claim like equality, but like bro, you can't. You can show us being sexual, but not the women being like nah. Like come on, man, everyone gets it, bro.
I mean, if it's M for mature, dog, like you gotta expect all that shit. Like it's M for mature for a reason. If you're not into this type of shit, it's 1,000 other games that's T for teen and lower that you can go play.
Yeah, that's true. There's something for everybody. And the thing is, like, I feel like you can see. I feel like they see the money with the sexuality of these games. Like, why not just lean forward with that? Like, that side of the women say, no, we can't sexualize the women. Like, dude, that's such a small majority of fucking people. Like, bro, like, I just don't get it. Like, push more into that side. Like,
I mean, that ain't nothing new. I was watching documentaries on like when Tomb Raider first came out. Like a lot of those developers were accused of making a porn game because when Lara Croft got first revealed, it was that people assumed that they was making porn games for children. So that stigma has been a while for a long time.
Bitch had fucking.
She had rockets for titties.
Bitch had fucking
The pyramids.
No, fuck.
Rocket, bro.
Bitch had fucking birthday hats for titties. Birthday hats for titties and motherfuckers fucking
losing their mind.
That was a generational elite, though.
That shit funny.
Yeah,
them graphics.
Yeah, back
crazy.
then. Yeah.
back in the day, that was
them graphics is crazy.
Tifa, Lara Croft.
Look at that, and then look at like Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, and look at what they was doing. So graphics was that was a huge leap. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like, I think I was like back in the day, like in the 2000s, like sexuality in gaming was actually at its highest because I feel like they didn't care enough.
Oh yeah, especially on PS2.
That big, and until like 2014, when it got bigger than like movies and TV shows, then they started seeing it and they said, "All right, we can't expose children."
Yeah.
PS1. I remember that Soul Blade intro. What's that ninja
Soulish?
bitch? That went
Taki? Is it Taki?
Yeah,
that's the one with the mask with the tight.
Yeah, with the super tight shirt.
The ninja. I remember her intro.
Yeah,
her
name is
was
Taki.
hard as shit, and her titties was jiggling. I used to watch that intro all the time. That joint was crazy. Like, hey, yo. I was a young boy. I was like 14 watching that motherfucker over and over again. Go watch that intro to Soul Blade on PlayStation 1. You'll see it. Big ass titties, hard ass nipples. I'm like, damn.
Well, if you play Soul Calibur 6, they still have it like that too. The details.
Yeah, they still got all the physics and all that. Yeah, Dead or Alive, and Soul
legacy going.
Soul Calibur still got the physics.
Yeah, Soul Calibur.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's just they don't want to, like, they know kids are playing these kind of games, but I feel like they're afraid of, kids, like, I'm like, dude.
That's a parent issue.
Like, that's a parent
It is.
issue. Like, dude, why letting kids play GTA 4 or 5? Like, that's your fault. You know what I mean?
The game is mature for a reason. If parents want to let their kids play a mature game, then they're gonna get everything that come with that. They should. That's what come with this. If you're gonna let them play that, all right. Well, just know that it's very violent, bad language, and nudity, sex, maybe, and all that other shit.
But it's so weird because you got games you got games like Baldur's Gate and Cyberpunk that go all out, but they censor one little outfit. Like it's really crazy.
The developer said that the final what you got is what they want. That's what he always wanted to do.
That bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can choose to believe him if you know what I'm saying, but he said that the final version of the outfit is what he was aiming for to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's bogus because they make these outfits a whole year or two in advance. They were already drawing the outfits literally in 2019, 2020.
So y'all think he's full of shit?
Of course.
Yeah, he's full of shit. Full of shit. Because what they did was they took feedback from the critics during the month of April, and they were like, "Hey, we don't like X, Y, and Z." They took the feedback. That's why they changed the graffiti, and they just started adding all this patch for outfits. Like, oh, this is probably too revealing.
Speaking of the graffiti, also, what did y'all think about? Did y'all see it as some racist shit, or was that whole situation overblown? There's been a lot of controversy.
Oh, the hard art.
You talking about the hard art?
Yeah, the hard art shit. Did y'all see it as being racist?
That shit was stupid.
Like, it's funny. I think it's funny. Like, I don't know if it's racist. Like, I don't know. Like,
no, it wasn't no racist.
It was racist to the white people.
It's hard art. Like, dog, it's not that deep. It's just.
You know what's funny? Hey, have you seen that Challenger poster? That movie poster? Now that shit's racist.
No, I didn't even see it.
That's Zendaya's movie.
I'm gonna tag you in that shit.
No, they so that hard R shit. I didn't think it was. I thought it was kind of overblown because usually when you bring that up, you talk about like in a racist context, it's always like hard ER.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard nobody say hard R. Only time we talk about hard R is with movies when we talking about the rating. Like, is it a hard R or is it like one of them tame rated R type movies? You know what I'm saying? Like we do shit like that. Like for instance, with Batman, Arkham Knight, right? Yep. If that was a movie, that would be like that wouldn't be hard R because you know that's mature. You know, Batman Arkham Knight is mature.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's not like it ain't the hard M, right? Or what you would say something like that. It's like a light,
a hard PG-13.
Yeah, it's like a light. You know what I mean? So that's how I always say hard. When somebody use the reference hard R, it's always been in that context, not in no racist shit. Hard ER. Now that would have been a different story.
Yeah,
I sent you the picture. 8.
All right, but they changed it to crime. Now it's like crimer or whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah.
But according to the Urban Dictionary, crimer is a black person that does crime. So they fucked up. They got to change it again, I guess.
So 8. Did you see the video with Linus Tech when he was trying to explain, you know, what hard R meant, and he thought it meant like retarded, but the other people in his you know, that work with him, they said it meant the other word, like the N word.
Hard. They thought hard R meant what? Retarded.
So Linus, the CEO or former CEO, when he had a discussion on his podcast about hard R. He used to use a lot. He thought hard R meant retarded. That's what he thought. He would ask. Yeah, but his you know, the people on his podcast, they knew it the other way.
Okay.
As far as what? As the N word?
Yes.
Nah, it's always.
And, Linus is Canadian. He's a Canadian white guy.
Yeah, it's always been hard ER. As far as I knew.
When I saw it trend on Twitter, I thought at first that's what they was talking about. But when I clicked on, I'm like, oh wait, this ain't even what the fuck I thought y'all was talking about.
When I first saw the post, I thought it was shouting you out, Hard 8. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, I see that challenges joint. I see where people could say,
that's fucked. Yeah.
What was the shit?
They got the word cut in half, but they got the last letters of like NGERS.
Yeah, at the bottom.
So it looked like niggers. You know what I'm saying? It could be interpreted as that. I don't know how that passed quality control.
Yeah, someone was playing over there.
But I didn't think the hard R. I didn't really think. I thought it was kind of overblown and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't ever look at it in a racist way. But they changed it anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely overblown.
People are just trying to find something to latch on to Stellar Blade.
Again, according to the developers, that was something they was going to change anyway.
What, the hard R?
No, that's
it was supposed to come with the first patch. It did come with the first patch, actually.
Okay.
But if you there's other graffiti with still the letter hard in it. I don't see it throughout the whole game.
Yeah, but they meant that part right there though. Because the other graffiti with the word hard ain't got no R next to it. That was just the name of the store or whatever, that area or whatever. So it wasn't no big deal. It was kind of blown out of proportion.
Yeah, because a white dude found out about it and reported it. Of course, white people have.
And the white people got offended.
Yeah,
I ain't know anyone black got offended. It was all white people.
Yeah.
So now, the Grimes dude came up with what you can do about that. They came up with a
petition.
Petition. He said it's worked before or some shit like that. You go sign a petition. People was making videos, and the hashtag is Free Stellar Blade. So there's an 8-step plan to free Stellar Blade. All right. So anybody want to spread? So step 1 would be to reach out to Kim Hung Tai. That's his name. Hung Tai. Pause.
I have no clue.
I don't know
his name.
HYUNG.
Young
H
Hung.
what?
Young Hung.
I guess Young
guy. Hung guy.
Kim Hung Tai.
It's hard to pronounce Korean names.
Hung, because it's HY. Hung.
Just call him Kim.
Yeah,
Kim.
Hung guy.
All right. Anyway,
just call him Kim.
Yeah, just Kim.
Salute.
Golly.
So step 1 is reach out to Kim, the creator of Stellar Blade. While we have had some casual DMs before, I sent him this morning. Oh, he got what he sent them. Launch day is very busy. He will not be in the office for some time, or if he is, it will be in the meeting. So I don't expect to hear. All right. So yeah. So step 1 is reach out to Kim, the creator. Step 2 would be to step 2 ain't got nothing to do with nothing that you can do. I don't know what the fuck. This nigga talking about some whole other shit. Step 2 is him. Yeah, step 2 is him talking about he follows him and all that. And then step 3 is talking about how he's shadow banned on Twitter. Like, what the fuck is you talking about?
Oh, so he just interjecting his issues with the game.
Now, step 4 would be to contact Shift Up offices. You know what I mean? Send them an email or whatever like that. Let them know how you just, you don't like it. Step 5 would be to reach out to Sony and PlayStation,
especially Sony.
Tweet them and shit like that. Step 6 would be to boycott. But boycott the right target. We're also going to support Stellar Blade. Send the real target, Sony, a message. Cancel your PlayStation Plus subscription. And then step 7 is sign a petition and spread it and get it trending. And then step 8 would be to contact YouTubers and send them the thread and shit like that. Try to get them to make videos about it. And he shows a picture of a previous petition being put out there that worked for some other game I never heard of. But yeah, I ain't doing none of that shit. Next time I just will be more aware of what the fuck going on and then, go from there. Also, it came out that if you want to get a refund, you can get a refund from Sony, and you can cite the refund, the reason for the refund as being false advertisement. Somebody put up a picture earlier of them getting a refund.
I thought that was fake.
For the game.
No, that's legit.
Okay.
Yeah, you can refund for that.
Well, if you beat the game quick, you can get your money back.
No. I didn't beat I got the disc copy, but
I'm just saying for people that want to speed run the game, they can get their money back, I guess.
What's censored in the game?
No. That doesn't work that way.
A couple of things are sent, like they toned down the blood and gore. You know what I mean? It's not as bloody as they once showed off in like some of the trailers. I went and looked back at the first trailer that they showed from the when we first seen that shit. I did a live reaction to it. I think it was September 2021. Remember that? It was the same.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
It was the same PlayStation showcase where they showed off Wolverine for the first time in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that one. And it was called Project Eve. It was Project Eve back then. So, yeah, if you go and look at that, it's a lot more bloodier and shit. But, yeah, they toned that down, and they toned down a couple of costumes. Well, the bunny one is one I know for sure that they changed. But the developer said they didn't change it. But, yeah. So people are really upset about just any type of censorship. Y'all know censorship is frowned upon for the most part when it comes to anything that's mature rated. Just like in Devil May Cry 5, people had a problem with censorship that they did on PlayStation. It seems to be always PlayStation where they censored some butt cheeks. Basically, he was carrying a naked girl. I forgot how the shit went. She was naked.
Lady.
And they put like a light.
They put like
a light over her butt area. Where on Xbox you can see the whole buttocks. So, yeah, people don't like that shit, man. Yeah, and it seems to be PlayStation, which is weird. Again, we sitting there watching two men fucking on The Last of Us 2.
I'm saying men, bro.
But you fucking blaring out some fucking ass crack. Like the shit don't make no sense. There's no consistency with this shit, dog.
They do pick and choose. They pick and choose.
Hey, PlayStation Japan needed some.
And it's so crazy because Bayonetta opening is everything. You see everything in Bayonetta.
And Nintendo not even censoring shit nowadays.
Yeah.
Like they were back in the day. Like now it's the opposite. So I don't even know why PlayStation is even doing this. Like what the fuck is going on?
PlayStation West runs that division.
Yeah, the California niggas. You know how the niggas get. Like I love Naughty Dog, but like, bruh, they stop with this agenda shit, bro. Let the niggas make what they gotta make, bro.
I told y'all before, man. I told y'all before, and I stand by this. If Abby had double D's, that shit would have never happened.
Of course, it wouldn't have happened like that.
If she looked more like a woman, I don't think that shit would have never happened.
But then Joe's death would be even more controversy.
That shit would have never happened if she actually was built like a woman.
Yeah, because the women would come out. That's the thing. Like the women would come out and say, "Oh, you're sexualizing." Like we're just nothing but fucking meat for the niggas to watch us get fucked. Like, dude, it's like.
All because it was two men. I mean, one was a man, the other one was built like the Hawk from the 1980s fucking show. And it was like, yeah, and it had them elbow titties. It was like, okay, cool. That's why they showed that shit, dog. Like, this shit is weird. Like, all this censorship shit is whack. I'm telling y'all, it's fucking whack. And if you keep letting them get away with that shit, dog, moving forward, they're going, next thing you know, Mortal Kombat ain't gonna have no more blood and gore.
Oh, like, if Mortal Kombat no blood.
Well, they already downgraded that.
I mean, they already want to take it out anyway for fucking.
Mortal Kombat dying anyways too.
They already want to take it out for competitive reasons.
You mean competitive? You mean competitive
for Evo, because they can't really show that like on the main stage and all that because of the blood and gore, because of the violence. So they want a mode where you can turn all that shit off, so it can be more Evo friendly and more competition friendly. Yeah, you ain't see the article.
Yeah, when they're just hitting each other.
That's the X-ray executions. Like,
yeah, they want to be able to. They want to censor all that so it's more competition friendly.
When Mortal Kombat does that, it's over, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like, even like what? Dude,
Yeah.
That's what made Mortal Kombat Mortal Kombat.
Like, dude.
Yeah, the X-ray mode they put in like 3 games so far. They invented it.
Yeah, they want to just make it more. They want to make it more competition friendly, so like kids and all that can watch it. They can broadcast it more and all that shit because they can't, they can't really do that without the whole, warning and all that type of shit. And they don't get a lot of sponsors too. That's why you don't see a lot of Mortal Kombat tournaments like that because of the violence and shit, and they're not able to secure a lot of sponsors. So they want to mold. They want to mold where you can turn all that shit off for competitive, reasons.
Crazy. They're gonna lose a lot of money to do that dumb shit. A lot of people will start playing the game.
Dude,
it won't be completely removed from the game. It'll just be something like you can go to the settings and turn it off, like turn off all the violence and shit, so that way it could be more, competitive friendly.
That's fucking
crazy.
Yeah, that's what makes the shit.
It is what it is, man.
Why is everyone everything is fucking soft, man? Like, Like what the fuck?
Blame Gen Z, man.
Society is cooked, my boy.
God blame you, EK, because you okay with it, bro. You don't care.
Society is cooked.
Okay, I'm not okay with censorship. Don't get me wrong, I'm not okay with censorship. It's just that when I saw like how much was like censored, that thing like, it was just okay. It was just a little bit. Like I'm not like I want them to.
That's how they start. They start small, and then they're gonna get big on your ass. Pause.
You give them what's a term? You give them a little bit, they take a fucking inch or.
Yes.
I mean, like I get it. I mean, but, like
Hey, hit the like button, people. If you don't mind, hit the like button. Just a reminder.
The shit
hit
that
the
makes
like button.
Great is like I don't like shit getting censored either. Don't get me wrong. Like
yeah, it's more because of sponsors. They want sponsors for Mortal Kombat. That's why they want to.
Fuck the sponsors.
Sponsors not. Well, you need sponsors. I mean, that's how them tournaments.
Yeah, them tournaments make money like that.
Yeah, you need money.
Give them the money.
They gotta eat too.
You need money to be able to pay the winners and all that type of shit, and and to be able to pay for the event itself. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of work.
For all that. Yeah, it's a lot of work to go into them tournaments and shit.
Tell
like
them
that.
niggas to get a real job. Got here.
What? Oh, watch your mouth.
I want money, go get a real job.
Sound like a hater. He's a hater.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's a sport. You know what I mean? That's their sport. They get paid for that. You know what I mean?
It's a
But no, society cooked though. It's soft as shit out here, and everything is getting watered down. And it ain't really nobody else to blame but ourselves.
Hey man, if I'm making a AAA game, and I know I am one of these days, well, I am making one, but like when that time comes, I make my own shit, bro. That's just gonna be incredibly not censored.
I blame Xbox.
They say do this, I'll just go. So that's why you gotta self-publish your own shit without publishers giving you money, because they can.
When is your shit coming out?
Dude, it might take a long time, man, because this shit it's very hard.
Once I seen that they try to say that like the Martin show was colorist, I was done. Once they said that shit,
what?
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Because Tisha Campbell's light skin and
Tisha Campbell light skin. Yeah.
Oh, that's why they're saying that.
Yeah.
They said it was colorless?
Yeah, because Tisha Campbell was treated, she was light skinned, so she was the one that was like always like the good prissy princess type, and then Pam was always the angry black woman that couldn't get a man and shit like that.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's what
they try to make it seem like they tried to bring like, come on, it's like, come on. Nobody ain't look at that shit like that 30 years ago, dog.
They ain't even make no dark skin jokes either. Like, I don't recall no dark skin jokes.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, it really wasn't. It really wasn't.
I mean, Martin himself, he was the main star, and he was just acting a fool. So,
yeah, it really wasn't.
But Pam does end up being with Tommy anyways. So.
Yeah, but for most of the show, she struggled with getting a man, though.
Yeah. For most of the joint, she was and now her and the Tommy thing only lasted for a little bit. It wasn't like it ain't end like that. You know what I'm saying? They dated for a little bit, of course, just being around each other and shit. But I mean, Tommy definitely got the draws. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's like once they starting to go back to shows from back in the 90s, and they trying to bring that shit up and make it a situation in today's time, and it's getting corny, man. You know what I'm saying? It's getting real motherfucking corny.
Yeah, shit is fucked up.
Hey,
what's up?
Hey, did you watch that reboot of Fresh Prince?
Yeah.
So,
how do you feel about that? Because I can't even see myself watching it.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
You ain't watch it at all?
I prefer the original. It's just this new one.
It's not the original.
What trails I've seen, a couple of skits, I was like, oh man. But I just, what is your opinion? Do you feel it's like still following the originals type of like, story being told, like plot wise? Like, how do you feel? Or
I like
you
the
recommend
show.
It? You like? Okay.
Yeah, I recommend it for sure.
Okay.
It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of the original like that anyway.
Yeah, you did say that.
You know what I'm saying? So, they changed. It's a lot of changes. It's not the original.
Oh man, this ain't night.
It's like
drama.
It's a drama. Yeah, it's a drama series.
They went out of their way to.
Yeah, it made it more drama.
Look who it is.
Yeah, the original one was a comedy sitcom or whatever.
Yeah.
And it had its drama moments, but this one is like more drama with its funny moments. You know what I mean? It's like the opposite. First, the original was comedy with some drama, but now it's drama with some comedy. I like it though. I'm waiting on season 3, whenever the fuck that come out.
Yeah, I like
that. That's good.
Yeah, I like that, John. I like that shit. It's all right. It's pretty. I like it. I fuck with it. I thought it was gonna be dog shit, but I like it. I like it better than the original. I didn't really like the original like that. It was all right. I wasn't really a big fan of the original.
Okay, that's cool. I'll get a chance.
I was a Martin ball.
Oh, you couldn't compare them two shows, man. Yeah, you can't compare them.
I know.
Those two back to back.
But soft and whack.
Oh, come on, Eight.
Martin was fire.
Come on, Eight. They both
was crazy.
Martin is funny.
It was
when
okay.
the cats can't hold their laugh. You know that.
I like those earlier seasons.
Oh yeah, of course, Martin. I mean, you know,
it was okay. I just wasn't a big fan of it. I ain't really fuck with it like that. But what else we got going on? We got Fallout 4 next gen update. Due to the popularity of the show, everybody's back on Fallout. Any of y'all jump back on it?
No.
Does it work?
Never played it.
Does it work with the Plus version?
Yeah,
they fixed it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
They fixed it the same day.
I'll go back. Yeah.
Yeah, it
They're
does.
trying to compare that with Helldivers and shit.
It does now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Oshido for the super chat. He said, "All topic, did K-Dot lose to battle with Drake? Why is he taking so long?" That's over. We over that.
You don't care.
Yeah, K-Dot took that L. We don't want to hear it. Maybe if he got an album coming out like they said, so maybe if they got an album coming out, he might put a diss on that. But yeah, he lost. We over that. Ain't nobody even thinking about that. It's not even fun no more. You know what I mean? Drake bullied the nigga, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's over with.
Now that Chris Brown and Quavo one is worse.
Yeah, that joint was crazy.
He bought out his whole tickets.
Shout out to Sosaman OTF. He said 8 top 3 games this year so far. I ain't got top 3 this year.
Oh, before you continue, Drake removed the tailor-made freestyle off the all music platforms.
Yeah, I know that's some legal shit. It ain't
because he used that AI for.
It's not what J. Cole did. It's not what J. Cole did. Yeah, I don't have a top 3 game this year. Sorry, I don't. It ain't nothing been top 3 this year that I've seen so far.
I got top 3.
Yeah, I don't. What would your top 3 be?
Helldivers 2, Stellar, and then fucking Hi-Fi Rush for the PS5.
That came out last year though.
I know. I beat it last year as well, but I really love that game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, he struggled to get 3 from this year, so.
Yeah, it would have been Ronin, but like I like Ronin. It's just I just have better games I've played through. Like Ronin's still got platinum. It's just those visual bugs ruin it for me in the performance.
Wait for it to come on PS5 Pro. It'll be better.
Yeah, but I might as well just wait for the PC version. I'm not going back to. I literally platinum put 95 hours. I'm not going back to that game.
So, do any of y'all, what do y'all think about the Fallout 4 update? It really was a console thing, for real. You know
I never played Fallout. I just wanted to. I mean, I know the show just came out, so I wanted to give it a shot eventually. Just not right now.
So they got an update. I think they added a performance mode. It also targets 4K in all of the modes, and it's now 60 frames per second. So they didn't add no HDR or nothing like that. So it's how much is the update? $10 or no? It's free. It's free update if you own it.
Yeah, it's free on all platforms.
Yeah, if you got it on Fallout, if you own Fallout 4, it's a free update, and if you got the Plus version, it's also now a free update.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I got the Plus version. I like free things.
Yeah, so
make sure you go redeem it.
if the show got you hyped and you want to check it out, yeah, Fallout 4 is there. A lot of people are disappointed with the update. They expected more, but it's really some lazy shit. They ain't really do not much. They went into the code and turned up the options and released it to the fucking the platform. You know, a lot of people was having problems on PC with it fucking up the DLs, the mods,
and their mods,
fucking up the DLC, and all types of shit was going on with the PC version, man. But my joint still don't work on Steam. I don't get no sound in full screen for whatever reason. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? I get sound in, I get sound in window mode, but if I go full screen, there's no fucking sound.
Crazy.
What about borderless full screen?
They don't have borderless full screen.
Oh,
they got full screen and that's it. I mean, no, they got borderless, but it only the resolution only go up to like 960 or some shit. So it's like a small window.
Yeah,
on a 4K TV and
taking
shit.
up less real estate.
Yeah, you can't do borderless. I mean, you might go into the INE files and all that.
Yeah, I
ain't
was gonna say that. Like going to
I don't feel
INE.
like it. I ain't feel like it. But yeah, if you try to do borderless window, the resolution don't go. You can't get 4K.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so for me, it doesn't work. Some other people had that problem too. I seen in the community forums, but other than that, yeah, that joint rough. That joint rough. So I was about to play it on. I played a little bit on PlayStation, but I got some other games I need to get out the way real quick. I need to get Stellar Blade out the way, and then I may check it out probably because I ain't got no other new games to play.
Have any of y'all gone back to the Spider-Man 2 update?
No.
A little bit, then got off.
I went back to it.
I need DLC.
No.
Yeah, they get back to that.
Yeah, we need DLC, man.
It is hell no.
Like the new game plus is good because they added like a new skin, and then they also added a couple new unlocks.
Oh, can you switch the costume, the final costume?
Yeah, you can always change that. Like even though they put it on default, you can always change it. You don't have to stick with that same outfit throughout the final fights.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's always been like that. I think when they showed up, it was just so bad. People didn't.
Oh, yeah, that was me totally.
It is so bad. I was like, any spider that shows their hair while wearing a suit is just trash. I don't care if it's Peter. I don't care if it was Spider 2077, whatever universe. If your hair shows, the outfit's garbage.
Yo, who got a loud ass TV in the background?
Oh, that's me, sorry.
What the hell going on? But yeah, it's a little update. I mean, it would be a big deal for anybody that's on consoles that had to play it at, well, especially PlayStation, I should say, because Xbox they had the FPS boost for a while for Fallout, right? So they could have played at 60 already. But PlayStation gamers were stuck playing the original PS4 version at 30. So now, if you're a PlayStation only gamer and you really love Fallout, you got a chance to play it at a higher resolution and a better frame rate, which probably make a world difference going from that fucking sloppy 30. And that shit used to drop below 30 too. So it probably make a world. It probably was locked on PS5 though for the extra power, but now you can play at a locked 60. So I know people probably happy about that. 60 frames.
I was told it goes up to 120 frames on the PS5. I'm not sure though.
Oh, well, they maybe. I mean, that game ain't really demanding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a demanding game.
Just buggy.
So maybe. Yeah, Bethesda, man.
It's part of the charm.
Yeah, Bethesda out here, doing what they do, man. Yeah, part of the charm. part of the charm, man. That's crazy. So Xbox, man, their games are Xbox is tanking. Sales are tanking. Xbox console sales are like
nosedive
in the fucking toilet, dog. I mean, and it's no wonder that they are putting their games on PlayStation.
I heard that doesn't matter. That's what they told me.
Mean, every day, I mean, it seemed like this
Yo, hey, I have to go, but y'all take care. Sorry.
All right, peace. It seemed like this, them going third party may be,
It's a smarter decision for Microsoft, but for Xbox, yeah.
It may be the move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They still they're around about 25 million right now.
Mm-hmm. Or less than that, honestly.
Probably. I think like I was talking about earlier, how the PlayStation was behind PS4 and shit. I think the sales are going to dramatically increase when GTA 6 comes out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
GTA 6 is going to move a lot of consoles.
And especially if it comes out with the Pro. Yeah.
It's going to move a lot
like wildfire.
Because it's not on PC and you can only play it on a console. It's going to move a lot. Everybody that's not on PS5 or Series X is going to get one or the other.
That's when 30 frames is acceptable.
We'll see.
Oh, yeah. If it's 30, people definitely going to. I mean, shit. What you going to do?
Yep.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, what you going to do? You going to wait for the PC version? Probably. That's like a year, probably. Hell no. I wish I would. Yeah, I ain't going to play it hard. Pause. But I usually wait for the PC version to do, to play the game
thoroughly.
Right. But I ain't waiting at all. I ain't skipping it. Imagine that. Imagine you being that dude that's like, I'm gonna wait for the PC version for GTA 6. Imagine that. Yeah, you got your willpower gotta be crazy. Like you gotta be it gotta be damn near superhero level at that point. Because ain't no motherfucking way I'm gonna sit around while everybody in the world is having a blast, and I'm talking about I'm waiting on the PC version. Man, fuck that.
I'm gonna have that pre-ordered like months in advance.
That thing about the move console's crazy though. The consoles are about to fucking fly off the shelves when that GTA 6 get announced and when it drops.
Gaming is gonna be healed when that shit come out.
Yeah,
resuscitate this bitch.
Yeah, bring this shit back to life.
For 8, I believe the PS5 and Series X will have a performance mode for GTA 6, simply because the Series S exists and it has to run that game. So,
it could. Honestly though, I could see
it for that baseline.
I can see Rockstar like, man, listen. I can see Rockstar saying, man, fuck that Series S, and I can see Microsoft agreeing, like, all right, it's cool. Y'all ain't gotta fuck with that shit.
I don't know, man.
That's the one game. That's the one game where they can get away, because I think it's mandated for like Microsoft. You gotta make your game run on both.
I thought the S was like have more
parity,
out there,
meaning same modes.
No, it is.
Modes. It's parity.
It is more. The S is more out there, but people will upgrade for that GTA.
Shit.
But I feel like, see, the thing about Rockstar is if they can't do something, they're just not gonna do it, and they don't give a fuck how you feel about it either. So if it's like, hey, that S ain't working for us, we can't. Our vision is not able. We're not able to achieve our vision on that S. We're gonna have to skip it. I think Microsoft would allow it because it's GTA. Think about first of all, GTA is going to help sell both consoles.
Yep.
Yes, but they're alienating 70% of their market.
Well, I mean, listen, like I said, if it's a thing where they feel like they can't work with that S, like Rockstar don't care. They're gonna make their money regardless.
And Microsoft won't let them release it on Xbox.
People will go and get an X for that shit.
Yeah, they will.
They would. I mean,
especially if it comes around holiday season. Oh my God, it's gonna be a doorbuster.
It would be nice if they did leave that S behind, though. For real.
They need to. It messed them up this entire generation.
Like, yeah, fuck that S. We can't work with that. Our vision can't come through.
All their first games launched at 30, I guess.
Microsoft maybe like things are just getting bad out here for Microsoft. I don't even know why they even talking about another console. when don't nobody want this one. So I don't really.
You don't think that's gonna help?
I don't help in what way?
Like, do you think if they were to release it like a year before, like the 360, you think that will help them out a bit?
360 actually had games.
Yeah,
360 had banging exclusives that made you want to go get a 360. Like they had games like you had Saints Row. Like if you wanted that 3D, if you wanted that next generation like GTA like game, you had just Saints Row that could scratch that itch for the meantime. You had Dead Rising, which was crazy. Got a Gears of War. Like they had too many games. Madden was better on 360.
Rainbow.
As far as when you compare it to everything else. Yeah, they had Rainbow. They had a lot of shit that helped them out. Even the games like the Outfit, Full Auto.
But if the rumors are true, saying that the Pro won't do 60 frames, and if Microsoft, let's say, release another console, let's say by 2026, early 2026, and it runs 60, you don't think that's gonna help?
Nah.
I think both claims are false, man.
I think you would have to I think before you release another console, you need to at least get some momentum going into that console. You know what I'm saying? To release a console and you ain't got no momentum at all, and all you're gonna be able to live off of is, hey, it's a new console. It's not gonna be enough. They need to rebuild this Xbox and then use that momentum to go into the next console, like PS3 did, like Sony did with PS3. You know what I'm saying? At the beginning of PS3, it was trash. Nobody really, hardcore wanted it, but I didn't want that shit like that. Most people didn't really want it. Everybody I knew had a 360 that played games. You know what I'm saying? So in the beginning, it was fucked up. But then by the end of it, you were hyping shit for a PS4.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because they were able to turn it around. They started releasing banger after banger after banger, and it was like, yo, this shit fire.
Yeah, I remember a lot of people about the PS3 for Last of Us.
Yeah, so going into like the Xbox having a new console, what the fuck? Why would I be hype about that? When the shit I got right now is dog shit. What are you giving me? Just a resolution and a frame boost? Where the games at? Where the amazing games at? They don't got that.
They're just gonna sell you on backwards compatibility.
No, yeah, of course they'll do that too. Or you can play all your Xbox Series X and S games better on.
Don't forget about the controllers. Go get like 30 of them bitches too.
Yep.
I just don't be understanding. I'll be like, yo, what is the point of trying to hurry up and make a new console when your previous console ain't doing shit?
Yeah, that's true.
Unless they got something up their sleeve, like some amazing ass games that's about to come and blow the industry wide open, I don't get it. I don't fucking get it.
Yeah. And plus they're going full third party too. So even if they were to make something great, it's going to come to other platforms.
Yep.
So why drop $500 more to be a beta tester when the beta version is going to release on a competitor's platform?
Yeah, that shit is really wild to me. How your game runs better than another platform. That shit's really crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy. I think I'm about to get up out of here.
Yeah.
This is your earliest pod. 8. You usually go on for like 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah, it's dead today.
Yeah.
Ain't really nothing happening. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm just wasting time at this point. So I'm about to go.
All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy.
Y'all be good, man.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, man. Shout out to the chat. I'm out. It's just a dead ass day. I'm not wasting no more time on this shit. Shout out to everybody that called in. Shout out to everybody that support the podcast. That's about it, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. I'm out. Deuces.